Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jack, welcome. I am assuming you're not going to be with us too long. You just got in your car to go eat. Ooh. But welcome nonetheless. I usually load the game. I got distracted right before I was about to start. Daughter comes down and asks for me to approve an app to install on her iPad, and I'm not going to be able to do it tonight. There's a few issues with the Apple accounts, so I'll have to sort that out for her tomorrow. Alright, so. Ooh, I'm all discombobulated to begin today. Alright, last time we left off, we had just finished the Midnight Vein. We just kicked ourselves out of there, and it's collapsed behind us. I like that there's a nice little Desna shrine right here. Very nice. We have the Hand with us, and we are in the Abyss. That's the Lucianera down there below us of the Midnight Isles, which is the territory of Nocticula, the Demon Lord. Oh, I'm getting settled. This is what happens when I'm not totally settled when I get going. And since then, I have also poked around with Ember's build a little bit. Who's using Radiance? Oh, I have Radiance. But I don't have it equipped. I have Radiance in my secondary slot, but just having Radiance in my secondary slot is enough to give everybody the bonus? Well, that's nuts. I'm just going to keep Radiance on my hip then. I see no reason why not to. Doesn't encumber us at all. Okay, so I played around with Ember's build a little bit. I got her hotbars looking a little bit nicer as well. I did take, so full disclosure, we are done with the big dungeony bit. So as part of this rebuilding process and trying to get everything correctly working, I did take a full rest for everybody here, even though like I used mods to do a full rest here, because I wanted to make sure everything was tested correctly and everything was going to work. But I mean, I think we just rested recently anyway, and we just finished up major storyline element, so I don't think it's like too crazy. It was not a good rest, obviously, so I still have 2 people on death's door.
This war must
end. I looked into Ember. Ember had plus 23 modifier to her spell penetration, and it was both in her spellbook and in the math, like in the game. It was calculating plus 23. Now her spellbook still says 23 spell penetration, which I have 13 sorcerer caster levels. That, of course, is actually made up of 4 sorcerer caster levels and 9 arcane trackstar levels. Spellbook. So 13 there, and then we have 14, 15. Let's go to abilities and let's take a pick here. Elven Magic, 14, 15 for Elven Magic. Or, yeah, 15 for Elven Magic. Then in her feats, we have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then we have in her Mythic Path 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then we have 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I think that one was counted already though, so if I end up 4 too high, 32, 33. In any case, we're at 39. I don't know what all adds up towards it right now, but I do know for sure we are at 39 spell penetration, which is what we're supposed to be at. I did the math earlier today, and it worked out. So, that is correct. That is the amount that I'm supposed to have at the moment, and it is working. So if I was to... I'll just reload. If I was to shoot somebody who has spell resistance, like Arushale here, she has... she's a succubus, so she has spell resistance. I think it might show under Martial. Not damage reduction. Spell resistance 19, right? So she has some spell resist. If I were to shoot her, and we check the math, I have modifiers 39. So that's roll 14 plus modifiers 39, spell resistance SR 19, result success. So it's working correctly now, is what I'm trying to get at. I have all of the spell penetration that I am supposed to have. I calculated it earlier when I had time to sit down and go through everything, because the game does not calculate your spell resistance nicely. Unlike a lot of the stats where it gives you a breakdown of where it all comes from, it doesn't give you a breakdown of where things like spell resist come from. Like if I want to see my damage, I can see a breakdown of where it all comes from. Spell resist is not the case. And it doesn't even actually say it all here. Like this spell penetration, this isn't even all of my spell penetration. Like I have more than 23. We just saw we have 39 of it. So it's awkward is what I'm trying to get at, but it is working correctly now. What I did in order to achieve that, I rebuilt her again. She is an arcane track star still, and she's basically the exact same as she was. I did take Underground Chemist Rogue instead of Vivisectionist Alchemist, just in case that second spellbook was one of the things that was causing the problems. Maybe it was possible. I wanted to eliminate possibilities, so I took a non-spell casting class, and the Underground Chemist I took specifically because they have access to Brew Potion. I'm only taking one level to get access to sneak attacks, and they have Brew Potion, so great. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter to me. And I front-loaded our spell penetration feats. So Spell Pen and Greater Spell Pen I took right at the front, and I didn't take things like Point Blank and Precise Shot until a little bit later, because it doesn't matter, right? I'm already level 14. I could put those right at the end. I could have made those level 11 and 13 feats. It doesn't matter for our purposes. Just to make sure that those were accounted for earlier so that any math that was screwing things up, they'd be there for already. I also went through our mythic path. I took Ascendant Element Fire and a couple of Abundant Castings. I considered the option of going to Enduring Spells, but I wanted to keep with just Abundant Casting for her for now. And of course, Mythic Sneak Attacker. Spell Penetration, obviously, again, the first thing there. And it works now. It seems to work correctly. Everything seems to be adding up, even though you can't tell it's all adding up. Like the math just isn't there on the spellbook page. But when we actually attack things, the math all adds up. And that's the only change I made. So we're up to date on that now. Let's start exploring, shall we? This once used to be a working portal. It seems that now the gates are inactive and lifeless. The stone at the entrance to these gates looks worn, so there is no doubt that they saw frequent use. So we got some portals here, it looks like, and we've got a convenient path down this mountain for us to follow. I'm really excited about this, guys. Like, I don't know everything about this act. Like, last act, I didn't know everything about it, but I still knew a damn good amount of it, and I had notes on things. I don't have any notes on anything here. Even the things I've seen here are relatively new experiences. The stones of the arch emit a revolting, high-pitched shriek. In response to these vibrations, the particles of ash and grit under your feet float upward. Ooh. They gather together and violently twist themselves into a whirlwind, at the heart of which an ember of magic flame ignites. The fire becomes brighter until you see a strange city inside the flames, featuring aerial spires, staircases that lead into the void, and streets entangled in a way that contradicts any logic or common sense. You see buildings that seem to be caught in an endless loop of crumbling and rebirth from the ruins, islands that float in the ether, and alleyways that disappear and reappear again in different locations a few moments later. That's right! Like, you have the ability to, like, shift the layout of Elutionera as you go through it, kinda, don't you? Again, all new to me. The city is reminiscent of a grimacing clown, one that makes mocking faces and changes its expression every second. Here and there you see other glints of light flashing on the city streets. After you look closer, you realize that the lights radiate from other arches, similar to the one before you. Lots of text. The gold coin with Baphomet's mark, which you found on Darazan's body, reacts to the revolting sound by vibrating. The coin appears to be an enchanted item set to resonate magically with the arch, possibly serving as a tool of sorts. Let's figure out what we're doing and what we're looking at before I actually attempt to do anything with it. I'm a big proponent in knowing what you're fucking with before you fuck with it. Seems to be littered with a network of portals. Portals everywhere. Nice. with arches serving as artifacts, allowing you to access the alien network. Okay. So we can use the arch, touch the whirlwind. We can identify the place, or try... I mean, I've got the Arcana, so let's do it. I might even be able to get that going. Why can't I move to the other arches? Also, 180 experience. It might not be much anymore, guys, but 180 experience is 180 experience. I think we just got like 50-something thousand for killing the Playful Darkness. It's quite obvious that this strange construct was not designed for mundane use, only transporting users to specific arches that they're allowed to visit. So it's not the Stargate, is what you're saying. It's likely that some kind of system of magical marks is used. So we've got symbol on arch and destination point. That looks like a Baphomet symbol, does it not? Determine its origins. Hey, we succeeded as well. The stones are cut in quite a rough manner. While the magical symbols appear to be drawn without too much diligence, it's quite unlikely that the architecture of such an intricate network would have demonstrated such a lack of finesse. It's handmade and used for personal gain. Where am I looking at? Judging by the surreal architecture, its chaotic conglomerations of houses right in the middle of the streets, and by the large number of islands that hover in the air, what you see is some sort of demonic city. I'm gonna leave. Everybody's like, touch the arch, you should touch the arch. Why aren't you touching the arch? Let's take a peek around this area first, shall we? Ooh, that was weird. So we have a cave to the caves. That's kind of interesting. We can go into there. Also, take a look at that. Holy balls. Holy balls. So immediately you're like, oh my god, that's this huge, like, did they Mount Rushmore this skull into here? Like, did they carve a giant demon skull into this? That's one possible explanation, but check out the boners all over here. They got like rib cages all up this mountain. To me, it would seem much more likely that, you know, giant effing demon died here, and we're actually looking at a giant demon corpse.
Follow my lead.
Where's this lead to?
As it should be.
Quite far, actually. But doesn't appear to be anything here. At least not at this point. We get a nice little observation deck. Again, just down at the Isles. We're quite high up, whatever we're on. That's interesting. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, I have spellcasting down there. I can't do it. Okay, never mind. You never know. When you can dimension door, it's worth checking it out. So let's take a look at these caves first, before we look at the mysterious portal arch thingamabobber that we've sort of determined a lot of stuff about. 30-minute wait time for a table at Outback Steakhouse. Damn, sir. Damn. That's, you definitely wouldn't have that here right now, being as barely anybody is allowed to go out.
I'll go ahead.
And almost nobody does. Okay, so we've got some kind... I mean, it looks like that's underground, doesn't it? Like, it spins around and doesn't stay on the same plane as my people are on. Where the hell is that? That is underground. It's down here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. So that's just to, like, get down this shaft, I suppose. Damn, sir. Ooh, lava. Crap tons of it.
I know the way.
Yeah, people are going to restaurants here now, but... Okay, so that's another way back into the Midnight Fane, is it? Interesting. There are more people going into restaurants now than there used to be, but it's still not really a super big thing here. Not to mention everybody has to like go through the whole rigmarole of proof of vaccination and all that kind of stuff in order to do any of that. This place doesn't look too dissimilar from where you came from. Yeah, no, it looks a lot like the caves that we were just in. There's a succubus on the ground. So I want to point out that transitioning into here before, like going through the doorway into this cave, used to crash the game for me. So I have not been in this cave before. Is this scripted? No, I get to walk up. I have to actually interact. Excellent. Is it a trap? Should I be getting an axe? Though it seems incredible, the deformed succubus body still contains a flicker of life. As you approach, she opens her eyes. Her lips crusted with blood release a groan. You, Baphomet's spawn. Run. Run through your portal. You run too, Epsamira. You think you're strong, but Our Lady in Shadow is stronger. She will get her revenge anyway. So a Baphomet, somebody tied to Baphomet and Hepsamira, which is Baphomet's daughter and current favorite, is fucking with Nocticula. Interesting. Honestly, I'd rather be in the Abyss than in Canada right now. Really? How so? Just because, you know... What particular reasoning? Like, dramatically lower COVID cases, dramatically lower death rates, I would think would be appreciated. And I mean, you can do stuff here now. You can go places. It's a thing. It happens. To heal the succubus, you may be a demon, but I still can't stand aside and watch you suffer. Or, who did this to you? Screw it, who did this to you? Hepsamira. I've been following them. Wanted to warn Our Lady. Curses on Baphomet and his spawn. What were Baphomet's spawn doing here? Crystals. They've been mining crystals. They said it's to attack the Crusaders, but I believe they want to attack the realm of Our Lady in Shadow. Ooh. Okay, so maybe this is the enemy of my enemy is my friend type of situation. The ones who maimed you, where did they go? Through the portal. Are you chasing them? Fine. Find them. I'll get my revenge even after I die. My key. I've got it hidden in a lesser shaft. A lesser shaft, you say? Not the one with the bones. And another one in a bigger shaft, among the old tools. Find them. Follow their trail through the portal. Well, I am trying to vaguely side with Nocticula for a little while, so... she's gonna betray us. Alright, so there's nothing else we can do. So we need to find a couple of keys. First of all, a lesser shaft, the one without the bones. We could go down below over there. And then there's another shaft. So we need, what, 2 parts of a key? Is that what it sounded like to you? It doesn't look like we got anything in there.
Now, what is that?
That is a corpse. And some elven notes. Ooh, when we get those to the storyteller, hopefully we get some nice juicies. A gold ring and a golden ashtray. Okay, sure. That is Zaurus's pin. The city of Katapesh remembers the villainous Zaurus. So, relic? Relic. Ooh, is that a constitution +6? Oh, it's a belt of a venerated champion, which is a constitution +6, but it grants its wearer a +2 bonus on fortitude saving throws and a +1 insight bonus on AC against evil creatures and effects. Honestly, I think everybody has something that I'd rather them have right now than that. So I don't think we're going to be using that, but it's good to pick up. Also, how much is it worth? 20,000. Holy crap. Okay. We're heavily encumbered again as well. But we're not overloaded, so we're good. And that is a key to the Nexus portals. There we go. Looks like some kind of tablet.
That is not far.
So the hand may have some ideas on how to use it. Okay. Various quests still up. The one about the extirpators camp is gone, and it clearly said that it's not restricted to this act. So I should have been able to do that in Act 5 when I got back, but whatever. It's fine. No big deal. Let's try and check out this lesser shaft now, guys, shall we? Doesn't say what the skill check is, so I guess it's just we get to freely go down there. All right, breastplate. Ooh, a pile of bones. A midden of enormous bones that likely came from giants. Here and there, rusty slave collars glint in the dust. So giant slaves, which means somebody was here with enough authority and power to enslave giants. Veil of Heaven, cool. And demonic rage.
I know the way.
What's this? Deep groove seemingly left by a giant hand, furiously scratching at the stone. Okay. I can dig it. So was a giant stuck down here for quite a while? Is that what happened? These half-rotten remains of giant are missing an arm. This one was probably mutilated while he was still alive. So what you're telling me is there's a high probability of there being giants or undead giants or monstrous giants or some sort of giant thing down here. That's what we're getting at, right? Ooh, Suture. It's good to see you again, Suture. What are you doing here, sir? Oh, I have to interact with him. It's not scripted. Gone. They're all gone. And left me with nothing. I've been searching and searching, but there's not even a trace. He notices us. Oh, it's you! So he was just talking to himself. I love it. What are you doing here, Suture? Can't you see for yourself? I've been browsing decorations for my newest luxurious palace with a view of I was about to say Ishtar's. Of Ishiar's best beaches. I was on my way to see Mistress Arilu, but I can't teleport when I'm like this. Every lousy Brimarak can do it, but I can't. All I could do was reach for the Midnight Fane and slip into the rift. But now, I can't go no further. So, I've been searching for portal keys. For port keys, you say? Okay. I mean, I found one. Those big things up on the surface. So they're usually kept closed so that the slaves can't run away. Okay, so that's some extra knowledge about them. But you can use keys to open them, and I have 1/2 of the key now. Is Arilu's place around here? You're a funny lad, you are. My mistress? She's like the wind. The one moment she's here and the next she's gone. But she loves coming to to the abyss. I would have found her by now if I could get out of here. What is this place? It's a little burrow dug by Baphomet's rats in the mansions of the illustrious Lady Nocticula. Alright. Great. So Hepzamira is somebody we're gonna have to deal with in the future. We're gonna have to deal with all of these demons that we've been talking about in the future, including the demon at the beginning of the game in the shield maze. We'll need to deal with that one as well. Where did all these bones come from? They belong to the giants who used to work these mines. You don't think Baphomet's minions dug the rocks with their own hands, do you? This mine was depleted first, so they covered it into a dump. Every time an enslaved giant died, they dumped the carcass here. Okay, so there's a significant possibility there aren't a bunch of demons down, or not demons, giants down here that I need to deal with. What about the crystals? Okay, so this is one of the sources. This is one of the mines where they mined crystals. But it was depleted long ago. They're rare and expensive, but they can be mined. Fascinating. There are several more on this island, as far as I can see. And they all must have been depleted too. Baphomet's gang wouldn't have left the place if they had even a slim chance of finding more crystals. As for there being more mines elsewhere, I don't know. So this is very much Nocticula's territory, but we have Baphomet cultists mining stuff here. So that's kind of like an indicator of the kind of shit that's going on as well, I suppose. What is this secret you're talking about? Those crystals can be used in many ways. If you're talking about magic powers, then you can extract... That can be extracted from crystals and poured into a demon. No one could ever do it before my mistress. Even now, only a select few know how to do it. My mistress, I mean... Lords Baphomet and Discari are no fools to share that kind of knowledge with the entire Abyss. That's okay. What's-his-face could do it as well, but we killed What's-his-face, so it's not really a big deal to me. So quick to understand, aren't we? I could kill Suture here. Okay, sure. Looks like a faded piece of glass. So does he have it, and I need to take it from him and kill him, or has he just not found it yet? I've got the one from upstairs. I'll let him go, and we'll just search around. We'll see what's going on. I mean, it's right there, dude. There's the second one. The stone is gouged and crumbled, and traces of glowing purple dust can be seen in several places. So there's still some crystal dust around. Ooh, boots. Boots, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and a hide of a magical creature. I need some of those. But boots of Stampede. The wearer of these boots adds their rank in athletics skill as a bonus to the damage roll on a successful charge attack. Really? Really? Does he have athletic? What did I take him? I took persuasion and perception. I have athletics. Rue has athletic. Nobody who has athletics will ever be charging anything. How much are they worth? 11 grand. All right. We got some good loot down here at least. Hey, Suture, I found it. Oh, I can't tell him I found it.
I'll go ahead.
Never mind. You just do you. You chill out down here, Suture. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go back upstairs and talk to this big angel friend of mine called the Hand. Everything should be cool. We should all be fine.
I know the way.
Almost 11 o'clock. We're a half hour in. 10:46. Nice and late. So we should be able to use that, but let's talk to the Hand, because the face don't want to hear it anymore. As if that joke will ever get old. Regarding our mission, I have reason to believe that the crystals were mined here. So, the source of our troubles, these powerful crystals, can be mined from the soil of the Abyss as if they were just ordinary minerals? I was convinced that the secret of their origin must be more complicated and nefarious, but this new knowledge terrifies me. There are half a dozen mines in the vicinity, and those mines are huge. The largest was abandoned just recently, it seems. How many crystals did the demons manage to mine? How many monsters with magic powers did they manage to create? We must find out. Hepzamira was in charge. Hepzamira herself. I know her. She is an old and dangerous adversary, a Nephilim, a spawn of Baphomet himself. Yes, now I see it. The path we have stepped onto is dangerous, but it is the right one. The demons you have encountered before, even Darazan, were just officers of the Abyssal Army, whereas Hepzibah is a true princess of the spawn of chaos and evil. I'm not surprised that she is behind the secret of these cursed crystals, and I dread to think what she is capable of doing with them. A dying succubus told me about a conflict. I'm not at all surprised. The alliances between demon lords are usually fragile, and they break like a spider's web in the wind. However, the discord between our enemies can work to our advantage, no matter how repellent it is for me to even countenance. We must learn more about what is going on. What if I open the portals? Alas, that is unlikely to work. These portals are unlike the seal in Dresden. They cannot simply be swept away. If you use that method, you will either destroy them for good or open the path, but not to the place where the portal initially led and where our quarry fled. I've got a key. Let me take a look. I think I know how this key works. As soon as you finish exploring the mines, I shall open the portal. I mean, I've finished exploring the mines. Do you want to open the portal? I mean... It's time to open the portal. Then let us begin the pursuit at once. Opens here, so I don't have to go to the thing down below. Onward, wherever this road may lead us. Heaven above, just look at that. I see the pattern of sky-piercing spires and steep domes set against the midnight sky. This is Alushanira, the damned city of Nocticula. That's where our enemies were heading. So Suture is saying, you think you're quick, eh? Well, I'm quicker. What the hell? He just jumps up and whacks the hand? And he jumps through the portal. And steals the key. Okay, that's what he did. He jumped up and stole the key. I've got the second key. All right. It means we will be looking for a particular clutch of demons among thousands of their kind. Alushanira is a real demonic metropolis. It's huge and macabre. It is a little safer, or rather, a little less dangerous than the other corners of the Abyss. Lady Nocticula loves having visitors, including those from other planes, and she does not like it if her guests are dying every day in her city. But, if it happens quietly and without too much attention, her black heart won't even skip a beat. We must be twice, even thrice as careful in this nest of sin. Alright. Let's go. We are going to Alushanira. I wanted to take a look at that arch first, but I guess we're going through this portal. It's no big deal to me. The city of cunning and seduction. As sad as I am to admit it, we are unlikely to find our enemies in the Nahindrian crystals they took without the aid of the denizens of this hideous place. If Hepzibah has something to do with all of this, we'll need another demon that matches her power. Like Nocticula. We will need to find a way to make a contact with one of the city's rulers. On that point, we now know that there's a conflict brewing between Nocticula and Baphomet. And hey, I happen to know Nocticula's brother. I mean, brother and former lover, I suppose, because incest is wincest around here. I will not welcome in this dark place. I will not be welcomed in this dark place, but I have prepared for this. I will cast a spell on myself, so that not a single denizen of this plane whose soul is devoted to evil will be able to see or hear me. Invisible, I will follow you and protect you from all dangers and temptations of this place as best I can, and the demons will be unaware of my presence. Now, let us go, by the light and the sword. I mean, that could work, but it's not really that reliable. Invisibility, whether or not like it has special caveats on it or not, is not like a plot armor power in these worlds. Somebody's gonna pass an intelligence check and see you, or a perception check and notice something. especially if we're going to be hobnobbing with potential demon lords. All right, welcome to the city, I suppose. Secure an audience with the city's rulers, learn more about its leaders, and become famous and get Nocticula's attention. Oh, do I get to join in an adventure guild and, you know, take on D-level jobs until I can take on C-level jobs? And no, it doesn't work that way. That looks like Urgatoa's symbol. In any case, there's a buckler. Okay. Fascinating. What's the buckler? Buckler of protective elements. When they become a target of a spell that deals elemental damage, even such effect was prevented by spell or elemental resistance, I gain immunity to the corresponding element for 1 round.
As it should be.
That's pretty nice. Knowledge 25.
I did it. It happens sometimes.
Judging by the surroundings, these are the slums of Elutionera, Nocticula's capital city, the abode of beggars and vagabonds. It is impossible to descend any further except into the waters of the ocean itself, where the bodies of the unfortunate are dumped. Gross. Demon water.
That is not far.
And crystals. We use crystals for everything here. Look, another mortal. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Elutionera's guests nowadays. Merchants, travelers, demonologists, every kind of filth. Right. All just strutting around gawking at one of the approached me the other day and asked, "I'm sorry, I'm lost. Can you please show me the way back to the middle city?" I have control again. So they're just commoners. But there's loot. If there is loot, there must be a way to it. And I mean, I could probably dimension door up to it, right? Although this looks like a ramp that pops out that we could potentially cross at some point. But yeah, I've also got dimension doors, so... That looks like it comes from here. And is there a clear way to get onto here? Well, I mean, I could certainly just climb up there with Dimension Door, yeah? I can't pick the lock from here? No, I can't. But what I could do, I'm fairly certain is going to work, and I have 12 casts of it, is just... Poof. Hey, Mr. Chest, what's in you?
A trivial matter.
Okay, that looks interesting. That's a light mace. Looks kind of baller. Also some magical essence. What's the light mace? Finger Freezer. It's a +5 light mace with freezing, finesse wielding. This +5 freezing light mace is emanating an aura that makes enemies in a 10-foot radius suffer a -2 penalty to attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons. So, 10-foot radius ranged weapons. It means you have to get very close to people who have ranged weapons in order to use that. Which is interesting. What's this going to do for me? It's a +3 disruption. Disruption is pretty nice. It's the bane of all undead. It can just destroy them if I hit them, but it's a very bad will save. So they're probably going to save it every time. But it also deals an extra 2d6 points of damage against all creatures of evil alignment because it's holy. So this does 4 to 11 damage, whereas this guy here could do 9 to 24. Because it has 2d6 cold. And it's plus... Oh god, yes, it's +6. That breaks the game. So I have Arcane now, Arcana. +6 is not usually possible. +5 is usually the highest enhancement bonus you can get. But since I have the Trickster trick for Arcana, I'm actually getting +6 on it. So this is going on Darren right now. It's a light mace instead of a heavy mace, but it's also not mithril, whereas the heavy mace he was using was mithril, which helped him a little bit. Where did it end up? It would be light because it's mithril, but... Oh, it's actually way up here. Still 19 pounds, regardless. What's a normal heavy mace? That's curious. A normal heavy mace is just 6 pounds. And you're telling me that this thing was 19 pounds. That don't add up one bit, does it? In any case, whatever. Oh no, this wasn't mithril. I thought it was mithril. Maybe his old weapon was mithril. In any case, we're using this light mace now, so good for us. What's this? More materials. Hi. I heard you talking a second ago. I wonder if there is a puzzle to that, or if it was always just dimension door your way up here. That's how you do it. We don't appear to be able to just climb down, so
I wonder why.
we'll take a mass dimension door down as well. Cool.
I think I did it.
The abyss is chaos, and everything in it is constantly changing in both appearance and nature. Even the architecture of the city is in constant motion. This is the guiding principle of its design. That was down below us. What's that, too? That was our portal in. Okay, got it. Hi there. Don't mind me, Mr. Shifting Abyss.
I know the way.
God, I can see so many ways that this could just break the game. There's a beggar. There's a guest. I swear, if this guest says something silly like, the lack of an answer is an answer too, to me, I'm gonna be pissed off. A slave with some sort of glowing slave collar. Crystal balls. Snowballs? Yeah. Snowballs in the abyss. I like it. It's a book. What's the book? Things to See in Illusionera. Pamphlet by Berizimbim Gimzapar. Nothing special for picking it up. Yeah, we'll check that out in a second. Into the Bad Luck Tavern. Okay, so we found a tavern.
Can't hide from me.
Nice. It's locked, but I mean, what's the DC on the lock?
It is finished.
What was the perception DC, first of all? It was 27. And Land succeeded with 19. I mean, I have ridiculous. I've got like 50 or something perception. But I have 47 trickery, and it was a 32 DC. Cool. Okay. I mean, fine. Could have been some sort of sweet magic item, but I guess that's all right. The tavern is marked on my map, right? It's gotta be. Yeah, it is. Okay. God, it's confusing which buildings move which ways. Holy crap. Okay, these ones move up even further. Was it not this way that I came through? Yeah, it was this way that I came through. I'll head to the tavern in a second. Let's just continue to explore a little bit.
As it should be.
Yeah, it's chaos, everything is moving, blah, 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 blah. I got that. This building moves. Move again. I want to see if I can get back up you. No? You don't want to move for me? You can't just walk around
That is
you?
not
No.
far.
Alright, fine. Block my way. Oh, in that case, it almost looks like the tavern is where I'm supposed to go right now, doesn't it? If this is going to be closed, I'm pretty sure I could just Dimension Door onto this side. I shouldn't need vision for Dimension Door. Oh, no, I do need vision for it. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Let's just take a peek, shall we?
Person. I like you.
I like you too, Ember. I can do it. Let's do it. Realistically, though, as far as like the game system goes, you don't need vision to use Dimension Door. You can Dimension Door yourself into a wall or into a structure or into anything, and it would be rather deadly. Wow, this is just like Detroit. Yes. In many ways. I mean, the burning sulfur down the streets and the ramshackle buildings, I suppose, but the people are a lot nicer. Here, that is. No, no, no. Jabs at Detroit. Undeserved jabs at Detroit. Detroit is, I've been there a couple of times.
I'll go ahead.
It is a reasonable place filled with good, honest, hardworking people. Okay, that's not a place I can go into. There's loot over here, though. What's this loot and how do I get to it? Okay, it's up there. I don't know. Short of like Dimension Dooring my ass up there, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to get that. And I'm kind of skeptical about using Dimension Door all day or a day. I kind of want to see, can I rest at the tavern? If I can rest at the tavern and get a good night's sleep there, without being, you know, turned into demon sex slaves, then I might consider that. Scripted event. A group of dirty beggars in tattered clothes have gathered around a handsome young man with messy dark hair. The crowd is clearly hostile, but he doesn't seem to notice. He gives the beggars a charming smile, completely oblivious to the sharp shivs glinting in their hands. Jacob. The young man has a glove puppet on his hand. Hey, you lousy parasites, who's in charge here? I would like to invite your leader to a romantic dinner with candles. I'll pay for everything, of course. Huh? Okay. You really must... You know what? Don't interfere. Let him do this. The beggars whisper among themselves. You manage to catch a few snippets of their conversation. He's crazy. Leave him be. What if he bites you? And he writes something in his notebook. And he just, you know, vanishes. Okay. Alright. A sturdy door locked and covered with frightening carved pictures. Loot!
I know the way.
Zara and Zorges, so some named people. Well, if I know anything about RPGs, named people means people I can do things to or with. The Midnight Isles, the abyssal realm of Nocticula, can be found in Ishiar, the great ocean of the abyss. Like lava ocean, apparently. Like, check this out. Just molten brimstone right around us. That's gonna go over well. Hey, Zara. You have disturbed me, mortal. Why have you broken my solitude? On second thought, save your answers. Your reasons do not interest me. A boy of about 12 stands next to her. The boy examines his wrists, which are covered in strange round scars that look like they may have come from suction cups. Okay, nice. His inflamed skin, burning eyes, and general appearance suggest that demon blood runs through his veins. He gives a sad look. Who are you? I am Zara the Grim, mortal worm, the most skillful explorer of the dark depths of Ishiar. I learned from Master Willidus himself, the trusted mage of Our Lady in Shadow. One day I will surpass my master's skill and take his place. Everyone knows this, including Willidus himself. So next time you dare to address me, do so with respect, if you like to keep your head on your shoulders. Back on Galarian. If you have to say something like back on Galarian or back in Tucson or whatever when you're talking to somebody, you should not be using that expression. What are you doing? I'm listening to the ocean and waiting for this worthless whelp to recover enough strength to plunge back into Ishiar's depths. What a shame I cannot walk its paths myself. How ironic that the most coveted mysteries are revealed to the most pitiful of creatures, mortals. Who is this? Zorkas is my son, the best of my offspring. He is helpful and obedient, which is the only reason I condescend to take care of this wretched creature. Oh boy, nice. Are you all right? Mother, may I speak to him? Don't speak to the boy. What did you want with him? Are you plotting to steal him away? Be warned, if you lay a finger on him, you will regret it. What are you doing? No, I'm not going to take him away from you. Jeez, culture shock, everybody. Who do I think I am? Some kind of, like, ridiculous family court judge? No way. What are you doing to your son? Tell the truth. Do you truly think I will answer you, worm? I grow more inclined to destroy you as well. Mother tells me to dive... Oh, he's answering us. Oh, he's gonna get a slapping for that. Mother tells me to dive deep to places where moonlight never reaches. Down there, Sorry, Mother, I won't say any more. Champion, how could we allow this child to remain in the hands of this cruel creature? Normally, I would say we have no right to deprive a child of their parents' love. But these creatures do not know love. Okay, Hand, so you want to get in on this too, eh? What do you prefer? He actually likes being in the depths. Oh, it's not that he likes it, it's that he doesn't know any different. What could he possibly want? Also, I addressed him again. Stop addressing my property, worm, or I'll pour the waters of Ishiar down your throat. Well, I mean, if I want to get Noctiquila's attention, this would be one way to get her attention, wouldn't it? Alright. Begone, thought! You want to take the boy? I don't care, he's yours. I won't fight over a trifle like the life of some mortal spawn, especially since it's nearly exhausted its usefulness. Take him as do as you want with him. So he himself is not evil. Oh, I bet you I could make him evil. Just give me enough time, I can corrupt this poor little boy. Does the spirit speak the truth? Is there really darkness inside me? Ember wants to be friends. Nothing. We're now friends. You don't have to do anything to be friends, you just have to want to be friends. And of course, Camellia is not interested. Can you see and hear the hand? Yes? Okay, so remember the hand's magic was, I will hide myself from anybody who has evil. So, this kid legitimately does not have evil, I suppose. He's just not evil. But there's an irreconcilable conflict between them, damn. So this child can hear and see me. He is not evil, nor is he a sorcerer, a mage, or a wizard. He wields no spells that could reveal the unseen and carries no such spells cast by someone else. He just sees. What power does this youth possess? I mean, you said it yourself. He just needs to not be evil and he can see you. Who are you? Mother named me Zorges. I am a creature of her making, and until recently, I was her creature in every way. Ember, you are in charge of your new friend. Take care of your new friend. Please don't fire a scorching ray up the butthole, because that would not be pleasant. Okay. So she used to be nothing, basically, but she's been picking up some ill repute of recent. She is a child of Ishiar. She was created in it. Her first cry burst from her lips the moment she broke the surface. What experiments? He doesn't have any idea about the experiments that she performed. Gross. Okay, so you know, usual demon stuff. People are assholes to people. Just like Arushale told us, you're either the one taking advantage of and abusing somebody, or you're the one being taken advantage of and abused. He has the blood of the enemy in his veins, but he is neither food nor an enemy. You were a tool. That's what you were. What are we going to do with you now? Why don't we just have him continue doing the exact same thing that she... No, 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 no. We can't do that. Ember! Ember, you are in charge of your new friend. Champion, we have no right to leave him here by himself. He needs care and fate, and has entrusted you with this child. I have faith that you will make the right choice. You may go to my camp. Does that mean I can use my camp now, by the way, guys? Like, I can get a good night's sleep at my camp? Because we couldn't do it when I was there previously. Ooh, there's a trickery check here now, and it's only 40 DC, and guess what? I have more than that.
A trivial matter.
It's only 40 DC. We have 47 modifiers these days. Into the Rotten Guttery. Ooh, I am tempted to check out the Rotten Guttery, ladies and gentlemen. What's his face walked this way? Ooh. The sounds around you fade and the world is plunged into eerie silence. Street noise never ceases in Illusioniera, but even it has disappeared. You are surrounded by thick and impenetrable darkness, from which 3 pairs of shimmering eyes observe you. A sibilant whisper reaches your ears. Explain yourself. Yes, child abuse, just like in Detroit. Exactly, Jack. I mean, if we're gonna shit on Detroit tonight, we might as well shit on Detroit nice and hard. In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in a maritime sailor's cathedral. The victorious commander of the 5th Crusade. Yes, let's just rub it in people's faces. I am an inscrutable enigma. I like enigmas. Enigmas are fun to solve. Oh, you are awesome, sir. You got like an alien face with crazy like death wings. You sir are a demon. Nazirius. I am Nazirius. I kill. Manago the Lily-Two purchased your death. Incomprehensible. You are a mortal. Killing you is easy. Why did she not kill you herself? Why me? A trap? Opportunity? An enigma? Nazirius, what are you? Oh my god, I must have rolled a 1. I did roll a 1. I have a 28. There was a Fey Lord. There was an opulent court. There was a court executioner. The Lord was generous, gave the gift of death to many. Everything is different now. The Lord is overthrown. The court is disbanded. The executioner is gone. Now I am here, peddling death. I twice defeated Manago. clearer now. Even more perplexing now. How could a mortal defeat a Lilitu? Trickery? I cannot be tricked. I am here. I will kill you easily. I mean, I intimidate a whole lot better. Manago sent you to your death. I have laid waste to armies of demons. You cannot hope to overpower me. Manago is afraid of you. Why? Something is wrong. Manago is not a lord, just a client. The deal can be terminated, but there is a condition. I kind of want to kill you, though. Like, just tell me, guys, if you saw this, if you were just walking out on the street and this thing appeared before you, would you not just want to kill it and just rip it apart and see what kinds of gooey organs are inside of it that keep it living? Like, this is a fascinating creature. I'm not even a vivisectionist in this playthrough. Reputation. A cheated customer means a ruined reputation. Kill Manago. No clients, no contracts, no problem. I mean, I do want to kill Manago. I'm down for that. Where is she? A house in the lower city appears in your mind. Kill her there. Come and kill her. I mean, I kind of wanted to just kill that guy. That is an awesome looking demon.
As it should be.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, what I see. Loot. A kukri. Just a normal kukri. I want to get up there. I want to, before I cross this bridge and go too much further north, I want to check out this other door over here that I have access to. There's also loot up here. So let's check out where this leads to. Okay, so this is the Manago's hideout. Manago's hideout. Cool, whatever. Let's check this out. Hello, rotten guttery. I had to pass a trickery check to get into you. It was a pretty tough trickery check too, so this is the kind of place where I expect to see things like optional bosses and stuff, but doubtful. 19 silver ingots. Very light for a silver ingot as well. Also, 12 gold ingots and super light. That I got 12 gold ingots for less than a full pound. That's nuts. And these are just, you know, gold, essentially.
Now what is that?
That looks like a door. What was the DC on that? 30. Okay. I mean, I've got way more than that myself, but Camellia found it with a lower, Hello.
What a find!
What's the DC on that? 32. I've got 42. So here's the trap. Let's disarm it.
It is finished.
And if there's a trap at the door, that could be like, hey, alarm bells.
What do we have here?
Or it could be just, you know, trying to kill me. Let's disarm this one as well.
A trivial matter.
So there's lots of loot in here, at least, like cash crop kind of loot. And some camping supplies. I see you're still on death's door. Yeah, Lan and Darren are still on death's door. But we are in Illusion era now. Also, welcome, Ramek. This is a composite short bow, not a long bow. The Feral Charge. +4 speed composite short bow. That's a nice short bow. If this +4 speed composite short bow has an animal companion or similar creature, it is affected by a constant haste spell. Nice. I mean, I don't. But nice. Demon Slayer soup. That's a different graphic for a recipe than the other recipes we've had. Cool. And there's nothing in here? No. So this is a nice little safe spot, I suppose. Like, no, I cannot rest here. I'm surprised that they don't let us rest. I wouldn't rest anyway, but it's a nice little spot out of the way of things. Oh, thank goodness. I'm like, did game crash? No, I just need to move my camera. Soup, you say, yum.
That is not far.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and into the Bad Luck Tavern. That's the same tavern that we saw here, right? Yeah, okay, so Bad Luck Tavern, Bad Luck Tavern. How many dimension? Oh, I want to make sure I can get a good night's sleep before I start dimensioning dooring onto all the roofs. In Detroit, everyone's on death's door. Yes, everyone's on death's door in Detroit. They're all under the effect of a constant cloud kill spell, and they're just going up constantly. Apparently, Ramek today is shitting on Detroit Day. For the record, it's not that, you know. It's not that there's anything bad necessarily about Detroit, other than the things that are bad about any kind of place. It's just it's shitting on Detroit Day, apparently. The flow of lava rushing through Illusionera to the ocean originates from somewhere at the very top of the city. Just flows down their buildings without just melting straight through them. Those are some damn nice structures. If they can hold up to that. Like, you could build an entire structure out of Satanite, and not only would you get cancer from it, because it's Satanite, but it would not hold up to just lava pouring off of it for an extended period of time like this does. So here's the question. I can either go dimension dooring to roofs and trying to get these loots, which I don't want to do because I need 2 spells. I need 1 to get up there and 1 to get back, in theory. And I don't want to use all my spells without knowing what I'm facing. So I could either go to the Bad Luck or I could go after Manago. I'm going to go to Manago's hideout first before we go to the Bad Luck Tavern.
Ahead.
What did I have to do to get in here again? Okay, I can just walk down, right? Yeah. Ramp up, I just walk down. I did have to dimension door across the gap, though. Oh, hold on. No, I had to dimension door to this side of the city. Which means if I want to go back to that side of the city, it was right... Where was it? It was like down here or something. I had to dimension door to get across to this side of the city. So, no, we'll go to the tavern. All of my people will go to the tavern. Why? All 6 of us. Come on. There we go. There's 6. And it looks like I can pass through the tavern and go down to the other level. So we'll do that. Looks like I could just door right across this gap too if I wanted to. Into the tavern we go. Illusionera guests and commoners. And a slave. So the tavern continues this direction. No going on. Can't go any further into that because it's now Disney property, and that kind of thing will get you canceled. So this has like the Baphomet symbol on it again. I wonder if I can use this to teleport to my camp. Hey, nice. Okay, I can. So I can go to the Nexus. And that is the only 2 locations that I know. I know the Nexus over there, and I know where I'm currently at, which is... I don't even know. I can only get back to the Nexus from here. And presumably, this location would be on the map if I was at the Nexus. Or do I need the key to get back here, maybe? That might be it. That looks like a book to me, guys. It is a book. It's just a ledger. Okay. Receipts. Brew. 3 barrels. Too expensive. Better get the stuff that's gone slightly bad. Absinthe. Yes, please. 3 bottles for important guests. The broth drained from the baths in the 10,000 delights. 2 buckets. Broth from the baths. Smells of meat. Add some salt and pepper, then serve as chef's special. Gross. Meat from the Hezru stock. 4 sacks. Roots, 2 sacks. Sean's spices, half a bucket. Last year's beef. Gross. Okay, so I don't see any kind of clues in that so far. Absinthe, very nice, yes. I was just wondering if there's some kind of puzzle clue in that, but not overtly at least. Red mask. Sweet wine, sweet. Hello, red mask. Who might you be? You have a name, and if you have a name, game logic says that you're important. Get lost. I'm not looking for drinking companions. Okay, so maybe you're not important. Never mind. Milara. Greeting with a nod is a middle-aged sorceress with short dark hair, a skinny face, and prominent cheekbones that brings to mind images of predatory birds. Despite the dark circles under her eyes and the overall worn-out look, her voice sounds friendly and welcoming. Hey, you're not local, are you? You come from Galarian? That makes us fellow countrymen, since I hail from Absalom. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Magister Milara, a certified specialist in resolving magic-related issues, and the captain of an airship called Starcatcher III. An airship? Are we in Final Fantasy now? Oh yes. Oh yes. Da 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 da. What are you doing in the abyss? I could just attack her. I really dislike that the evil option in every conversation is just, I don't like you, and kill them. I suppose you could say I'm trying to cheat my own fate. In the current stage of my life, the abyss seems like the best part to call home for me. There aren't a lot of experienced and, at the same time, trustworthy captains around here, so I never sit idle. How do you manage to survive? I see what you're getting at. You're asking how a captain who doesn't grab everything that isn't bolted down, a captain that doesn't steal cargo and doesn't throw passengers overboard, how can they survive surrounded by a gang of bloody pirates? My answer's simple. My principles protect me. Also, I have a really big gun. I mean, that would be my answer. I strictly follow the unwritten aeronaut code. I never ignore those in distress. I never attack other vessels, and I honor the integrity of the cargo that I'm entrusted with. Maybe I look like an idiot to the other captains, but I don't care. My doggedness earns their respect, even if it also provokes their ire. Perhaps they know that I'm a stubborn, and I'll defend myself to the very end. I suppose that's the real reason why they haven't slit my throat and seized my ship yet. Wow, that's either really, really naive, optimistic thinking, or you're just deceiving me. One or the other. I'd like to know more about you and your ship. I can understand your curiosity. You won't find another ship like the Starcatcher III in the Abyss. Actually, captains like me are a rarity here as well, for obvious reasons. Where's the first and second? Crashed on the rocks. Nice. Oh, gross. Part of the crew tries to seize the ship and there was a massacre. When you're the last survivor of something like that, that always makes me feel like you had more involvement than you're telling me. Like the whole Commander Shepard as the sole survivor, if you pick the sole survivor background in Mass Effect, like, that is so fucking suspicious right from the beginning. Who works on your ship? Oh, can we abandon this whole crusade fighting demons nonsense and just become crew on this sorceress's ship? That'd be cool. We'll call it Pillars of Eternity 2 instead. Tell me about the ship. Okay. All right. Nice. So there is a airship captain here. That's good to know. Red Mask doesn't want to talk to us. What's over this way? A slave.
What a find!
What did I find? Okay, there's a trap in the next room over. Is that what I found? Hopefully it is, because I have no idea what I found if not that. Is there loot? There is loot over here. What's the loot? I need to double back and find this loot, guys. I must leave no loot sack unturned. Oh, it's just wine. Never mind. Yeah, I hope it was just this trap that's in here. Okay, so that's a way outside, and it looks like it goes up. Certainly, I came in here, and I would expect the other entrance to be over here. So this is a third entrance, it looks like.
As it should be.
Okay, so this is a trap, and the thingamadoofus to get to it appears to be in here.
That is not far. A trivial matter.
DC 34. Not bad. Ooh, what's this? Prismatic Ring. It had blue glowy magic-y stuff on it. This ring allows to cast an improved version of Prismatic Spray once per day as a 17th level wizard. The wearer can recharge this ring by consuming spells for which the sum of their levels must be equivalent to at least 9. Okay, cool. They're giving me a ring that lets me cast Prismatic Spray. Almost makes me think they want me to use it for something soon, right? Like some kind of big fight might be coming where I might need Prismatic Spray. 100%, let's pick it.
It is finished.
This is where the good shit is, right? No, no. There's some cold iron here, but there's otherwise no good shit there. All right. There's still the bartender. I want to talk to the bartender as well before I leave. So this will kick me out the other direction, and I can go check out Manago's hideout. But who is Bergaz, the bartender? Welcome to the Bad Luck. I'm Bergaz, the innkeeper. Our establishment upholds a high standard of service, in that it's better to eat and drink here instead of a ditch. Sleep here at your own risk, drown the rest of your life in cheap swill, or purchase goods of the highest quality and dubious origin. Yes! Show me your wares. So it does look like we might be able to sleep here. I have something unique I can offer only to you. A Nahindrian crystal. It holds incredible power. Okay. Fascinating. It is probably fake, but let's just take a peek at some stuff. Let's do some bulk selling. I'm willing to sell these +1s and just like generic magic shit here. But like the really fancy magic stuff I kind of want to keep for myself. I'm actually going to hold on to this mithril full plate for a bit. Chain shirt +3s. Chain shirt +1. I'm going to hold on to this mace as well, just in case. This mithril breastplate +3 I'm going to keep too, just in case. Mantle of Night. I want to sell these when I get back to Wilser. But I'm not going to be able to hold them forever. I get the feeling I'm going to have to get rid of them sooner rather than later. And I've got an entire act here, after all. Scythe +3, we'll get rid of that. Banshee's Heart. You know what? Screw it. I'll just get rid of Banshee's Heart. Wow, I've got a lot of stuff to sell. I'm going to get rid of it. No need to give it to Regil. I'm not using Regil. I'm not an Eon. Okay, whenever the wearer of this helmet lands a hit with a melee weapon, the target must pass a Fortitude saving throw or bleed. Yeah, okay, I remember that. God, we've got a lot of stuff. This is going to be a very expensive sell, guys. I'm going to keep that. That's a +3. I can actually use that. Shock composite longbow +1. Composite longbow +3s. Just have a bunch of them sitting around. Mithril speed scimitar. Regular kukri. Feral charge is that short bow that I just got. Really nice short bow. I got those new braces of armors 5. I'm keeping them. I'll keep the vast intelligence 4 just in case. The alluring charisma 4. I'll keep it. Why not? Nobody I have who charges has athletics, so I'll keep this because it's relatively unique, but I mean, I don't need it. I don't need anybody to use a con belt. I don't really need these ones either, so I think we'll dump both of them too. I'll keep the ring. Could be good. Lots of potions that I don't give a shit about in this playthrough. I would normally be like, yes, potions. Let me get my Witcher on. I'll just roll a mutation warrior and get all witchery on these guys, but I don't actually care about any of these right now. I am really proud that we're down to 9 Cure Light Wounds. That's only 4.5 pounds of potions of Cure Light Wounds. The Cure Moderate Wounds we're up to 20 pounds of now, though. This is Blur? Yeah. And that looks like bears? Yep. That pin, this thing. Get rid of some foul, some wine. Some spell gorging flour. Actually, let's verify that's for, yeah, cooking. The rice. All I need is the purifying solutions. I don't need anything else. It's quicker just to click 3 times for those. This is like a purple glowing acorn. It's just a cooking ingredient though. Okay. Cooking. I'll check the scrolls on Camellia. I don't need to sell anything that I've got right this second. I'm not getting rid of any of these things. This, though, these are just Mighty Fists. We can get rid of those. The shitty Rings of Protection. This was actually an artifact, like a relic of the Crusade. So I'll keep that for the moment. Ooh, shit, that was diamond dust. What's this? Numerian key. I'll keep the Numerian key and the bomb. Meteor dust. We're picking up some good magic essence now as well. I like that. Glass, forked tongues, some magic mushrooms and demon hearts. Lots of selling to do. Holy crap. I just remembered we went through a giant effing dungeon before this, and we weren't allowed to go back to do anything. Okay, so that's 272,000. That's like $250,000 cash bucks right there. Very nice. What do you have for sale? Various potions. Nahindrian crystal for 50 grand. This amulet grants its wearer a +1 competence bonus on knowledge world skill checks. I do not believe that that is a Nahindrian crystal. But I will be a tourist. I'm selling you 272,000, and this is only 50 grand. So, what's the worst that can happen? It's some sort of magical item that marks me for death or something like that. I mean, that could be pretty bad. I'll buy it. I think we just got conned, ladies and gentlemen. I think we just got conned. So it looks like we could buy a room.
I know the way.
But let's give this a try real quick. If I come to the Nexus, I feel like I'm supposed to be able to camp here. We're going to go after Manago next. Yeah, well, I'm definitely in civilian mode. And my party members are definitely around me, so I can discuss things with them. Do we have anything set up here? No. There's various different portals. And this is the one that we have open. And I don't have anything really set up here at the moment.
That is not far.
If I were to rest, I'm not gaining any kind of corruption or anything like that. Do I rest for a whole day now, guys? Well, let's do a day's rest. Let's double check. Let's see if we get a good rest here.
You had the funniest little stubby horns. Did it hurt when they started growing?
Not yet.
Damn things itch like crazy.
I might need to rest in Okay, I need to have a conversation with Greybore. Lovely. Oh no, there. They're off death's door. Lovely. So this is a good sleep. We have a little campfire going on here. So the Herald senses that one of the commander's companions requires help. I should go to the Nexus and talk to Greybore. I'm trying to go after Manago. Oh, my personal chest. Ladies and gentlemen, my chest is here. Excellent. Alright, let's store some crap in this chest, please. I have a whole bunch of miscellaneous storage that I just want to dump off for the time being. I'm actually going to keep a lot of this other stuff, though. The Numerian keys can go away. As can the magic essence and the demon blood and this thing. I'm also not going to need this relic. I'll hold on to that for the moment. I do want to keep this this Nahindrian crystal with me, though, just in case there's some sort of flavor stuff that happens as a result of it. Okay. That's good. I was looking forward to getting my chest back. Okay, Greybore.
I'll go ahead.
Let's chat. Tell me what you need to talk about, and then... Oh, we're in... What the hell? So I rested, and now we're inside the cave. We're not outside anymore. I didn't even notice that until right now. Interesting news has reached my ears, Lord. There's been talk among more disreputable citizens of Elutionera that someone is hiring the most vicious thugs and cutthroats to kill a certain Willidus. A familiar name, isn't it? I strongly suspect that this is the same Willidus who set me up during the assassination of Darazand. I call that a fortuitous coincidence. How did you obtain this? I am an assassin. If I didn't know how to obtain rumors, I'd be out of work. I visited a few caverns, including a place called Bad Luck. Hey, I was there. It's a real cesspool, and information flows into it all over the city. I was approached by someone who was looking for thugs to hire. He was the one who told me everything. I would have found out more if I'd talked to him longer, but after he called me a bloody larva, he needed a dentist, and I needed a new mug of beer. What do you suggest? I'll be damned if I'll let a bunch of incompetent thugs get to him before me. No. First, I must have a little chat with Willidus, and then we can do whatever they want with him. How about we leave those hapless goons in the dust and visit Willidus's mansion first? Sounds like an exciting challenge, doesn't it? Your steak was burned. Oh, dude. So you had to... Are you still there, or are you gone at this point? Because I am curious to know this. But you got there, you had to wait for a half an hour, and then you got your steak burned? Man. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Yes. How do we find Willidus? You're home now. Awesome. His mansion is in the upper city. It's called the House of Wicked Knowledge. I'm not sure how wicked his knowledge is exactly, but he is truly wicked when it comes to business agreements. Alright, let's pay him a visit. I'm gonna have to respec Greybore if I'm gonna bring him along with me. I need somebody who vendors merchant, or not vendors merchants. I need a merchant who is a vendor for weapons is what I need. I can make him like a knife specialist slayer, dual wield with daggers. That's a thing I could do with him. Or I can just keep him like a slayer, and he can just dual wield these axes, I suppose. Like, make him a strength dual wielder. The problem with strength dual wielding is that the good dual wielding feats, the ones that allow you to make more attacks with your weapon, require dexterity. And he's only going to have like the first one, right? He has double slice. He does have improved 2-weapon fighting. I thought this required 17 dexterity. I thought 2-weapon fighting requires 15 dexterity. Improved 2-weapon fighting requires 17, and greater requires 19, I thought. And you cannot cheat this. Like, you can, technically, and they might have patched this so you can't do it, but in the game, you can technically put on temporary stuff like a belt that adds dex in order to meet the requirements for a dexterity feat, but that is not allowed. You are not allowed to do that. That is against the rules. Like, that is cheating. And it should be patched out if it hasn't been patched out yet. Like, you need to have your base stats in order to qualify for things. In any case, whatever. Okay, so I touch the fire, I can rest. And this lets me go to the Midnight Fane. And if I want to go anywhere else, I gotta go down here. Cool. I don't know. I will think about what we're going to do with Grey Boar. For the time being, we're going to go to Manago's den. Can I just take this back? I can just take this back. This is going to be my party. Oh, no, I can't take it back. I don't have the key. Ball sack. My party is all here waiting for me. Okay, well, I mean... no big deal. No big deal. We'll just go the long way. It's all right. Yeah, this is not that big of a deal. So I can quickly teleport back, but I can't teleport into the city again. That's slightly lame is what that is. We're gonna go to, it's right up here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Oh, come on. Lower yourself. Yeah, Manago's hideout. Okay. Okay, buffs. I don't know what we're gonna face in here, so buffs, please. I wish the game had a built-in way of just using like these solo buffs on everybody. So I could just quickly death ward all my people real quick when I need to. No, I'm not going to use True Seeing. I don't need to be using my Diamond Dust up for this. But that should be good. What I will do is use See Invisibility Communal. And I've got 1 hour on Protection from Arrows Communal, so you know what? I'll cast that too. I can even greater invisibility myself if I wanted to, but that's only 1 round per level. I have no idea if she's finally going to get hers. She might not even be here. Like I say, when I got to Illusionera before, like the first... every door I tried to go into, everything I tried to step through just crashed the game. So there's a lot of new stuff here for me. I'm actually surprised she didn't die before. I swear she died in the Midnight Fane. If you allowed it to happen. I have heard stories that you can meet her in like a brothel here where she's being abused. And her story can kind of change. And she can like, you know, fall in love with another demon and they live happily ever after kind of thing. But I don't know. That's him. Don't let him near me. Kill him. I'll pay double, triple. So the other assassin that she sent after us, the actual scary looking one is not here. Because we changed the deal. They've got a ranger, Manago's bodyguard, and an incubus butcher. Well, I have a wild hunt archer if I want it. I can't wait till we get Perpetually Annoyed Wizard. In any case, I just shoot Manago, right? I'm in range. She only has 39 AC. She's flat-footed, so 29. I just shoot Manago, right?
Let's try this.
Nice. That was a... Jesus. 314 critical was only reduced by 1. Man. I love it. It's her turn now, though. Slumber failed. Okay, land failed. Slumber didn't fail. Oh boy.
I'm wounded.
Okay, what the F just happened there? So I got hit. I healed for 104 hit points. He attacked me, hit. Then the longbow, he's just shooting me. They were dealing damage. Then I healed for 104 out of nowhere. And then the hand got his initiative and used prayer. The hand had to overcome my spell resistance in order to affect me with prayer. That's kind of silly. Rue, can you please kill Manago?
I will resist.
No. If you got sneak attacks, you would have done it. Alright, I mean, let's just deal with the guys in our face then, shall we?
I'll cut you wide open.
Ember's too far away. She can't actually Scorching Ray from here, and I'd have to move through it in order to do that. So we're actually going to have her take 5, and then we're just going to use a maximized Scorching Ray on this guy. Yeah. Eat that shit. Oh. Who succeeded, who failed? Overcame Rue's spell resist, but she succeeded. Did not overcome the hand. Land failed, but Land's already, like, you know, drowsy drowse, so do I really care? He's already asleep. Camellia failed. I failed. Doesn't really matter for me because I can just shoot from where I am, I suppose. Darren, can you please cast heal on me? I'd rather not die. I can't just click my portrait up there, I have to click it here. Lame. And then tell you what, move on into melee with somebody who's got a ranged weapon. Because your new mace makes you good next to people who have ranged weapons. It debuffs them. Okay. I can't shoot. What am I affected by? Just Phantasmal Web? I can shoot if I'm affected by Phantasmal Web. Or am I nauseated? Hold on. Am I also nauseated? No.
This will hurt.
It was just the UI telling me I couldn't do it. I could absolutely do it. Also 145 damage. She's gone. Guys, the person paying you is gone. Like, very gone. Like, super duper gone. Yeah, I got fucking wrecked. Did you see her? I don't think you want to be here anymore, guys.
This was not part of the plan.
God, archers just... See, this is the downside. When archers shoot me, they can potentially take me down.
Prepare yourself.
Well done. There's another succubus in there. Insanity. Lort has gone insane. Insanity is a negative condition similar to confusion and has an infinite duration. He's insane? I mean, he's confused. I don't see insanity on him, but okay, sure. He's at -4 hit points anyway, so I don't actually care at the moment. Right. I should have noticed the UI was the wrong color there. Also, this will trigger an attack of opportunity, really. Okay, get out of the way. Hey, another one.
Out of my sight!
I would really love to stand up, but not yet. Okay, I'm at full health again.
This pain is so. This is how it feels.
My god, would you stop killing my people, like, immediately? What were those rolls on? So she doesn't have her full AC because she's not fighting, but they also have a plus 25 bonus. And they're hasted. Cool. Rue, you got 5 shots on this one.
Desna, guide my hand.
Excellent, it's a kill. It's just like I'm healing. I heal them up, and then they go down. I heal them up, and they go down. Why can you not cast this spell? I feel like you can definitely cast this spell, Ember. I'm a little bit afraid of you going in here and just dying, but I feel like you can definitely cast this spell. So I'm going to give it another try. I can cast the regular one. Okay. Sure. I'm slightly concerned about her just dying now as a result of this, but I'm relatively okay with it.
See to your demise.
I'm gonna stand up.
A calculated risk.
That's my move action, and we'll shoot. We'll try and kill this guy.
This should do it.
Nope. Okay, well, we're about to take a bunch of fire again. Yep.
Calm down.
Yep.
Not dead.
Oh, we died. Ho ho ho. Going insane within a day of being in Detroit. I'd believe it. Yes, I agree. See, that killed us. Even though we're hard to kill, that killed us.
Make your peace.
We just stand up to get killed again. That's all we're doing here. Hey, Camellia can act this turn. Really? Her health is a little low. Darren's gonna get to act soon, though. I mean, she has freedom of movement on her, so... because of her boots. So she should be good. She's, on the ground, though, it looks like, so she needs to get up. Is that what's going on? Looks like it. Go on, get in there. And Lan is still napping, yes. She could use her buffs, like her shield and all that kind of stuff. That would be useful. Okay, our big, powerful Scorching Ray now. He is threatened, so this is a sneak attack, assuming he's vulnerable to it. Missed to concealment, but the one hit we did did like 70 damage, so that's respectable at least. I need you to cast... Okay, here's the thing. If I cast heal, he's probably not going to get an attack of opportunity, right? He's an archer. Do you think he's got the feat to do it? I mean, I could check, but I'm not going to check. I think I'm just going to heal Camellia. $27 hit points on me. I'm out till the battle comes over anyway, so we'll just use a channel. She'll be fine, right? Okay, there's a cure critical wounds. That helped. God damn it! Well, she's down. She's dead as well. This bodyguard, man, is just wrecking our guys. Like, I wrecked the hell out of Manago, but this bodyguard is just fighting on. Died in Detroit. Who would have thought? Yep.
I will resist.
All right, Ember. It's not a sneak attack, so I'm not going to use the powerful one for this. Make me proud. No more stealthies in here. Apparently not. Lan can get up and move. Go into the room and pretend like there's a trap. Pretend like you can do something.
Precision and grace.
What are you? I can't kill you, can't deceive you, can't escape. Not even here in the abyss. It is embarrassing to think that this creature was once hailed as the mistress of Dresden and the bane of Mendev. Your power proved to be as fragile as your self-esteem. How swiftly you fell. So the Eon Mythic path, we could do some redeeming of her, I suppose. With the Azata path, we could do some, you know, probably... Oh, there's something good in you after all, I imagine. Oh yeah, no, we're totally killing Manago, right? Oh, she's resigned herself to it. Camellia just died. Okay.
Rules are made to be broken.
What's on your face? Yes.
The
Darren.
wing's never fun.
What does Breath of Life cost to
But
cost
please,
to cast?
Allow me to keep my lovely, irresistibly beautiful wings.
Which one is Breath of Life? It's the one with the dude facing that way. It cures 5d8 points damage plus 1 per caster level. Breath of Life can bring a recently slain creature back to life if it's cast within 2 rounds. It costs no diamond dust or diamonds or anything. Raise Dead costs a diamond. Okay, so Breath of Life is this one. It's not showing me the tooltip over it when I mouse over it. That's why I'm like, what the hell ability is this?
Pleasantries.
Because there's this one, and then there's a dude facing the other direction, which is a different spell, but it's very similar. So you need to Breath of Life Camellia, please. That did nothing. Why did that do nothing? No, Breath
This
of...
thing refuses to cooperate.
Target not recently dead. Bullshit. She's not recently dead. I have 2 of Terendalev's scales, but I also have a diamond, right? How many diamonds do I have? I've got 3 diamonds. I'd rather just burn the diamonds first instead of Terendalev's
The world's
scales.
not ending just yet.
So which spell is... I don't know the icon because I don't use it. It's the hand raising from the fucking grave. That's a pretty obvious icon, isn't it? This one right here. So she's gonna have negative levels. Or is she? She still has Death Ward on. Hold on. No negative levels. Death Ward persists through death, apparently. Cool. We got a level, though. Yeah, we got ourselves a level up, too. So we'll take that in a second. Let's loot the room first.
Yes?
Okay. So Manago's bodyguard had bracers of archery, most likely. Let's see what all this stuff is. Ring of Protection +3. Mighty Fists +3. Vast Intelligence +4. Resistance 1. Warhammer. Heavy Crossbow 3. Warhammer. Heavy Crossbow. Cloak of Resistance 3. Lesser Bracers of Archery, yes. And Seasoned Assassin's Armor. While wearing this +4 studded armor, you have total concealment against all ranged attacks. Oh, I could have used that. Weapon and touch. Whenever you receive a critical hit from a ranged attack, you gain DR10 everything for 1d3 rounds. Or DR10 nothing, I guess is the better way of saying that. Some people would say that's DR10 flat from the old Pathfinder system. I don't like referring to it as flat, though. However, receiving a critical hit in melee combat makes you prone for 1 round. So if I get melee critted, I get knocked down. I get up again. Because they're never going to keep me down. In any case, having this armor would have been very nice for that fight. I wouldn't have kept getting ranged attacked into the ground. So you know what? We might be putting that on. Also, Ring of Luck, which is always nice. I think that's the first we've seen in this game. In Kingmaker, there was a few Rings of Luck. So I've been wearing Lady Calandra's chain shirt, which has some nice armor to it, but the dex bonus is only 6, and I go beyond that now, so I could probably wear bracers of armor to get better, but then I have to get rid of my archery bracers. These ones are going to go to Rue, right? Like 100%? +5 competency on trick. Whenever they make a sneak attack, it deals an additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage. I mean, that's good, but just a better chance to hit. Versus when sneak attacking, we get 1d6 extra damage. I feel like I want her wearing these. So she's going to wear the bracers of archery. So now we both have them. I am going to go from 25 armor. This one has a 5 max dex, so we're going to go down. No, we went up. We did go up 1. But the benefit of the Seasoned Assassin's armor is that... Oh, right, I got the extra +1 on it for the Trickster feat. First of all, it looks a lot nicer. It looks cool. It's awesome looking. But I'm not going to get destroyed in range combat anymore. So, yay on that. You've already got a +3. You've got a +3 with Fancy Schmancies. And you've got a +3. I don't use a Ring of Protection. Rue does. Rue can have a +3. I mean, who wants a Ring of Luck? I guess it's better than this. It's universally better than this, so she can just wear this Ring of Luck. Looks fly, I know, right? I could do something else with Lady Calandra's chain shirt, but I don't really care about it. That's a nice, Mighty Fists. Grants us wear a +3 enhancement bonus on attacks and damage rolls with unarmed attacks and natural weapons. So the thing is, if I was doing like an alchemist, like a bite alchemist, or even like a sorcerer who's going for natural weapons, like using claw attacks and bite attacks, like if I took 1 level in Oracle and took the wolf scarred face to get a bite attack, and if I was either a tiefling or a kitsune, let's say a kitsune, they both get a bite attack. So that's 2 bite attacks. Then if I had 2 levels in Alchemist, I could get Feral Mutagen. That would give us 2 claws and a bite attack. So that would be 3 bites and 2 claws. That's 5 attacks right there. And then I could get claws from like close to the Abyss. I think you get 1 or 2 claw attacks from that as well, right? Like I could get a crap ton of natural attacks. And then I could use that to get them all to +3. That'd be interesting. I feel like natural armor would still be better, but that could be interesting nonetheless. We'll deal with these cloaks and everything another time. For now, let's continue looting. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's continue looting the room, but before I get myself killed again by doing something stupid, let's disarm this trap, shall we?
A trivial matter.
34 DC. Okay, nice. And what's this incubus got? Ooh. That's a magical scimitar and another +2. Just a +2 scimitar, no big deal. I love how the hand is invisible, but you can clearly see his magical aura shit around him. Very nice. Okay, level number 15, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be not sorcerer. That's going to be a spawn slayer for us. And this is going to get us another slayer talent. This is accomplished sneak attacker. Assuming I can get it as a slayer talent, I must be able to. Oh, it's a feat level. Is it a feat level and a slayer talent? It is. Okay, well this is accomplished sneak attacker then. But hold on, before I take accomplished sneak attacker, let's see if I can take it on the other bit. Because if I can get improved critical here, and for the Slayer talent, I can take accomplished sneak attacker instead. So the archery combat style feat has nothing worthwhile. Well, I mean, Iron Will, Great Fortitude, and Lightning Reflexes are all good. They're all worth it. So is Toughness, but I don't want those. So it's not in any of those. But is it a combat trick that's available here? So no, it is not a combat trick that's available. You can't take accomplished sneak attacker as a combat trick. I would have thought you would have been able to. What I do know is you can't take it as a... You can't take these improved criticals as a combat trick. So I have to take it here. And then for my Slayer talent, What am I going to take? I could take a familiar, the hair familiar, to get more initiative. That'd be kind of cool. Cluster shots, rapid shot, don't care. Arcane armor training, no. Blind fight. Blind fight is not negligible. But I shouldn't need it. Dodge, endurance, hammer the gap. I have access to improved precise shot right now. So the cool thing about improved precise shot is it ignores anything but total concealment. That actually would be useful to us. And I have access to sickening critical. But yeah, I can't take like improved critical here, so I guess this is improved precise shot for me. I mean, it's useful. It's not bad. I'll take it. An accomplished sneak attacker. That gets us back on par with where I'm supposed to be for sneak attacks. That's a lot of improvement. Damn straight it is. So yeah, we're back where we're supposed to be for sneak attacks now, which means we get another 2d6 of vital force as well. Camellia. This is Sword Saint. This is level 10 in Sword Saint, so 15 levels overall. Nothing super duper special for her at this level. Stealth, perception, use magic device. And it looks like I was giving her mobility for the other one. Sure, why not? Okay, so for her feat, what did she take? She has improved critical S-stock. She doesn't have any of the improveds. She has crane riposte. So she has access to weapon specialization now for additional damage, but she also has access to improved critical. Ooh. Having those fighter feats is mighty nice. When does she get greater weapon focus? What does she need for that? It's normally a fighter feat. Greater weapon focus needs fighter level 8, so I need the next feat. The next feat I get, I can take greater weapon focus. That's what I really want. But for the time being, if I specialize in the S-stock, I take that. I'm not going to get all the improved critical feats then. Still, I want the specialization. I can respec her later if I need to. Level 4 spells for her. She has access to Dimension Door. That's cute. Greater invisibility. It's going to be rounds per level. I can't make it enduring. She can stone skin herself potentially. That's a thing that can happen. I can also learn from scrolls, remember, so none of this really matters too much. Phantasmal Killer is always fun to have. Elemental Body. No, I don't really want that. I don't want Beast Shape either. So there's nothing I'm really crazy about here. Stone Skin is great if you're soloing. You want to have access to it. But none of this is that killer for me at the moment. So we'll take Greater Invisibility and we'll take Dimension Door just to have access to some more of them. Lan. Ooh, what's Lan going to get this level? He's going to get, okay, Greater Power Attack. This is just a straight up damage increase for Lan. Like, when he power attacks, which is every attack we use with him, he's now going to get double bonuses instead of 50% bonuses. So that's a big deal. He's rather unskilled. I don't use him for his skills. And he has improved cleaving finish, and he does have improved critical on the faux shard. So critical focus would be nice for him. Also, oh, I'd really like to demoralize people. So Cornigan Smash would be interesting, but I don't think I'm going to build him for demoralizing. Like, for that, I would need something like Intimidating Prowess and stuff like that as well. I think we're going to build him for mass cleaves and just big damage, and I'm not going to build him for intimidation. But I definitely want to I'm thinking like maybe if I build a character in my next playthrough that's like a dual wielder, like a dual wielding Kukri user, for example, right? And if I give them Shattered Defenses gives you a bonus if you're like it means if your opponent is frightened of you, not the actual frightened effect. If they're shaken, then you hit their flat-footed AC instead of their regular AC. And I can use a like two-handed fighter or just like a big heavy-duty fighter who's got a ton of to hit, and I can use them to just murder, death, kill people with Intimidating Display and Cornigan Smash and just demoralize everybody. And the other one, what's the other one? It's on Dazzling Display. Dreadful Carnage. Dreadful Carnage. So whenever we kill something, we demoralize everything that's nearby. So we can just shake everything around us because Demoralize inflicts the shaken effect, guys. And then once they're shaken, whoever has Shattered Defenses can just hit their flat-footed AC all the time. I think that would be nice. It'd be a nice synergy together. We can do lots of teamwork feats with each other as well. Teamwork feats, maybe we'll do that as an Azata run instead, because you can get a lot of teamwork feats as Azata. Azata have a superpower that lets you take 2 teamwork feats and apply all of your teamwork feats to your entire party. So nobody else even needs to waste feats on taking them. You can actually give them your teamwork feats at, I think, Mythic rank 4. So that'd be kind of cool. Maybe we'll do that. Anyway, I'm not doing that today. Today, I think this has to be probably improved critical, right? Penetrating Strike is good. Greater Penetrating Strike is good if you want to get through that damage reduction. Next level, like his fighter feat next level is going to be Greater Vital Strike, I believe. Assuming I can get it there. If I don't, it's going to be at level 17. So this level I think is going to be improved critical with the Faux Shard. I think this expands our critical range to like... I got to double check. It doesn't actually, excuse me, show it in here handily. I have to double check. That expands our critical threat range to 11 to 20, guys. That's nuts. That's 50%. I threaten a critical on 50% of hits with Lan, and it's ×3. The next critical feat's going to make the multiplier ×4. So he's going to crit a lot. Like a lot. Yeah, 11 to 20 is 50% of the time. That's a 50-50 we threaten the critical or not. Okay, so this is Purifier. That's what? Celestial Armor, so he gets armor training, so he's going to be able to go even farther in armor. He's going to get some AC. And we get a new Revelation. Wow. Guys, we haven't... The thing about a Purifier is you don't get Revelations. You get 1 Revelation at the beginning. You don't get heal spells every level. And in exchange for this Celestial Armor and Sacred Scourge, you just don't get Revelations. And we're finally getting another Revelation. I haven't even thought about what I want to do as a Revelation for Darren. I haven't even considered it. Okay. This should be... He's got his wings. He's got both his teamwork feats. I need other people to get Precise Strike now because he's the only one with it at the moment. I've got extra channel. I've got my skill focus on persuasion and religion, right? Do I not have a skill focus on religion? I totally have a skill focus on religion. Where the hell is the skill focus on religion? Where's it showing up? It must be this. This feat that doesn't actually show me what it is. It must be this. So I can take, I don't want weapon focus. I can take armor focus, heavy armor. That's a thing I can do for +1 armor. I could get him tower shield proficiency and we can start him using a tower shield, guys. That's a thing I can do. It would be heavy. Don't get me wrong. It would be heavy. Or I could just get a meta magic. Combat casting, I don't really use him in a situation where I need combat casting. Like, if I'm fighting a big boss where I need his healing powers, he's using channels, which don't provoke attacks of opportunity. Or he's behind the line where he can cast a big heal spell or something like that. If he's off-tanking something, he doesn't really need to be combat casting. He can deal with just channel for the most part. I'm not saying it's useless to us. It would be good. The other option, I think, would be toughness. So, like, tower shield proficiency or toughness sound kind of appealing to me. A tower shield, I don't know if it would encumber him, though, guys. I'm concerned that it might encumber him. They weigh a lot. I have a nice tower shield sitting in my chest, though. I think toughness is a safe thing here. We're just gonna go for the HP. Okay, so we have combat healer. Whenever you cast a cure spell with cure in the name, you can cast it as a swift action as if using the quicken spell feat by expending 2 spell slots. I'm never gonna do that. I am never gonna do that. That will never happen. Enhanced cures, though, this is a good one. Whenever you cast a cure spell, the maximum number of hit points healed is based on your oracle level, not the limit based on the spell. An 11th level oracle with life with this revelation may cast Cure Light Wounds to heal 1d8 plus 11 hit points instead of the normal 1d8 plus 5. So that's useful if I'm using cure spells. Lifelink is interesting. Lifelink has been broken a number of times, but it basically lets you like pair yourself with somebody else and take damage from them. So when they take damage of 5 or more hit points below their maximum hit points, it heals 5 hit points and I take 5 hit points myself. So it's like sharing the love across people. Life sense. Okay, I can notice living things within 30 feet, as if I possess blind sight. That's useful, but not so much for him. Whenever I cast a spell that cures a target of hit point damage, you do not provoke attacks of opportunity for spell casting. That would be even better than combat casting, frankly. That's just straight up better, because I'm not using buffs, I'm using cures in combat. And Spirit Boost. Whenever your healing spells heal a target up to its maximum hit points, any excess points persist for 1 round per level as temporary hit points, up to a maximum number of temporary hit points equal to your oracle level. So I could just overheal somebody to get temporary hit points. So there's a few things here that could be useful. None of these are game breaking. Lifelink is fun, it's nice, it's cool, it's blah blah blah. Enhanced cures, I could start using cures for once, but I just like channeling. Channeling is nice. It doesn't take up spell slots that I could be using for buffs. I definitely don't want to do that. It could be critical that I cast a heal in the thick of battle sometime, and not having to take an attack of opportunity for it could be useful, is all I've got to say. So I'm going to take safe curing, but I don't feel like I really desperately need it. Burst of Glory is 1 round per level, but it is all allies. +1 sacred on attack saves against fear attacks, and 1 temporary hit point per caster level. That's a sacred bonus, which means it's conflicting with, what, prayer? Which I don't even have. Bless is not sacred, right? Bless is morale? Right. Bless is morale. I think prayer is sacred. So, I mean, it's potentially usable. Cure Light Wounds Mass. Really good for just mass killing skeletons and undead, I suppose. Genie Kind. Greater Command, a Life Bubble. I already have Delay Poison Communal, so Life Bubble is potentially useful still, especially if you know you're underwater or in a vacuum. But Righteous Might, Need some positive energy spells. Yeah. Having positive energy spells would have been useful previously. The problem with him is that he doesn't have the spell penetration to actually get through anybody's spell resistance to do positive energy. So even if they're on the ground dead, essentially, and all I need to do is take out their regeneration, he's not actually going to defeat their spell resistance. So it doesn't really matter that much on him. Like, Ember can defeat spell resistance. He's not going to ever. Like, all he's got is his 15 levels in Oracle to overcome it. And if they have 30-something spell resist, that means the most I could get is 35 if I roll a 20, and I'm just wasting spell slots, essentially. I could take spell resistance, though. This is interesting. Okay, level 5 spell. I have nothing else that I'm really casting at level 5, so I could just use 5 of my slots or 6 of my slots to give everybody spell resistance. Like a lot of spell resistance. Okay, that's what I'm doing. And it's 1 minute, yeah? Yeah, 1 minute per level, so it's going to be 24 hours. Sweet, okay. That's the correct play there, I think. We can do our mass spells, but I don't think so. What do I have here already? I've got Break Enchantment, Breath of Life, Cleanse. Wrong level. 6. Heal, Luck and Resolve, and True Seeing. So I cast one of these, and I think I have like 5 heals left over. So I think I have like 6 spell slots at this level or something like that. So we have Cure Moderate Wounds, Mass. That's available. Greater Dispel Magic could be useful. Elemental Assessor, no harm. Hellfire Ray, Inspiring Recovery. You can heal a creature, harm an undead creature, or call upon the very recent dead's creature to fight beyond death's reach. They gain 1d8 hit points for 2 caster levels. Healing can bring back to life party members that have died within 2 rounds. If you awaken a dead creature this way, all allies within 60 feet regain consciousness and gain +2 morale bonus. Okay, so that's cool. Joyful Rapture. All allies within a 60-foot burst. It's an emotion spell. Your inspired words overwhelm others with transcendent bliss. Lovely. All allies within the area of effect are freed from any emotion effects. It also cures 1d4 points of intelligence, wisdom, or charisma damage. Could be useful. Undead to death? What? Yes. Costs diamond dust, though. It destroys undead creatures. It slays 1d4 hit dice worth of undead creatures per caster level, so it'd be 15d4 of hit dice worth of undead creatures right now. Creatures with 9 or less hit dice are slain outright. If they have more than 9, they take 100 damage instead. And you waste them if you don't have enough. So, if I want to do Buffy buffs, then it's like Bear's Endurance, Bull's Strength, or Eagle's Splendor at this point. And Bear's Endurance is probably the best of them. That'll actually improve everybody's saving throws as well. And then I don't really need to use Constitution belts for anything. So everybody can just get Constitution. We can just always have Bear's Endurance on everybody. Although Dispel Magic Greater is nice, Ember already has access to it. Inspiring Recovery is cool. I already have 2 Resurrections. Although this one, again, doesn't use any diamonds or diamond dust, it still requires them to have died within 2 turns, which is the same as our other spells. So removing emotion effects is cool. I don't know if I really care so much about that. Watch, I'm going to hate taking this in the future, but I'm going to take Bear's Endurance for now and just say screw it. And spell level 7. We already have Cure Serious Wounds, Mass, and Greater Restoration. So Bestow Grace of the Champion. Blasphemy, of course. Circle of Clarity, Destruction, Dictum. Holy Word. These are all affected by spell resist, so... Inflict serious wounds mass isn't, I suppose. Jolting Portent. Poison Breath. Like, just straight Resurrection. Even ones killed by Death Effect or Disintegration. With no loss of prepared spells. Oh, man. I don't know. Lots of 1 round per levels. Umbral Strike is kind of cool. Waves of Ecstasy. Or Word of Chaos. So there's no really good, like, 1 minute per level buffs for people here. That's sort of what I'm building Darren for. There's Bestow Grace of the Champion. It adds its charisma bonus to all its saving throws. It has no effect on a paladin. Target has to be lawful good, because paladins already get those bonuses. So they can't, like, double dip charisma to their saving throws, is what it's trying to say. Help with illusions. I mean, there's a lot of cool little utility here, I suppose. But honestly, I'm thinking, like, just Resurrection. If for some reason we die to a if some reason we die to a death effect, I do want to be able to bring somebody back. All right, that was Darren. It took a little while to get through his level. Rue. You're going to be a Spawn Slayer, and at this level you get another sneak attack die. You also get your next study, which is... Okay, so you got your different action study there. You don't get action studies, right, because you're a Spawn Slayer, so you don't get study as a swift action. It's always a move action. So this is just an increase in study, which is awesome. Cool. Okay. And you also get Gargantuan. So, God, yeah, you're going to get huge bonuses against big creatures as of this level. Athletics, mobility, stealth, world, nature. And for your feat, I believe we're working on your improved criticals. Yeah, we have improved already. And you took critical focus for your critical confirmation rolls. So I think there's no other real archery feat we want. I don't care about snapshot. And you don't get fighter feats, at least not through this. You need to get them through your Slayer talents. So I think this is going to be here. Let's just double check, though. Indeed. Okay, improved critical with the longbow. Not as good as with a Fauchard, but it's still kind of nice. You're now threatening 15 to 20. That's what a Fauchard would with just improved critical. An Ember. This is kind of nice. This is going to be your end of Arcane Trickster. So with surprise spells, you can now sneak attack with all spells. So I could cast a Fireball and sneak attack with a Fireball. The downside is, because we are an Arcane Trickster and we're Ray focused and we don't have like spell focus, evocation, greater evocation, elemental focus, we're never going to overcome anybody's DCs with a Fireball, so it doesn't really matter to us. But it's nice. I can sneak attack with any spell now. We also get our last sneak attack die. That's 5, 6 plus 1 for accomplished sneak attacker. That's 7 sneak attack dice for us. So that's it for Arcane Trickster. We're back to Sage Sorcerer after this, guys. Either that or, like maybe Eldritch Knight. I need martial weapon proficiency for that. Or Dragon Disciple. No, I can't take Dragon Disciple. I'm a Sage Sorcerer. You can't take that as a Sage Sorcerer, I think. Yeah. Okay. So it's back to Sorcerer after this. That's Arcana, World, Nature, Religion, Use Magic Device, and Trickery. And her feat at this level, I've got the Meta Magic. I can take Arcane Focus, so that'll give me plus... This will put me at 40, plus 40 on my spell resistance rolls. My rolls to overcome spell resistance. I could go into spell focus. If I went into spell focus, I'd have to do spell focus, elemental focus, elemental focus. And then I could potentially use like a chain lightning or a fireball. More like a fireball, because I don't have 2 elements and I need it to be fire. But then I'm not going to get arcane focus. I'm not going to get greater. No, I can't get that. I don't have fighter levels. Never mind. What about improved critical? Yeah, I get improved critical at the next base attack bonus. So I could take 2 improved critical feats, because I'm not going to be able to take one down here. I can take improved critical and improved critical, both in raise, just to increase my crit chance. And then I have 2 spell-related feats that I'd have to take. What can the sorcerer feat be? It doesn't tell me because it's related to my bloodline. Never mind. So if I was to do that, what would I want? I could take a meta magic. I do want another meta magic. Okay, so I have Snowball. I have Scorching Ray. Snowball at level 1, Scorching Ray at level 2. I have nothing special at level 3. At level 4, I have Snowball maximized. At level 5, I have Scorching Ray maximized. At level 6, I have Hellfire Ray. So I have nothing special at level 3. So what adds +1 to a level? Bolster Spell adds +1. Extend Spell adds +1, which would extend her buffs. I mean, that'd be good just for haste. Empower Spell adds +2. Heighten Spell lets me cast at whatever level I want. Persistent Spell +2. Quicken Spell +4. Reach is +1. I could get a really long-ranging Scorching Ray for that first round of attack. And I could use it at level 3. I think a meta magic is the correct thing here, right? Completely normal spell decreases the level of a spell, so I can cast a 1 level lower, which is kind of neat. I guess I could put like, okay, I could put Snowball, and I can maximize and completely normal, which would put it at level 3. So that's something I could do. But I feel like either extend spell for our buffs, just to make them longer, including haste, which would be at level 4, which is acceptable, or reach spell in order to reach further on that first turn of combat with Scorching Rays, or just bolster spell to give us some AoE. Give her mounted combat and the Triceratops summoning thing. I don't think so. I think that would be an interesting playthrough, Ramek, but I don't think we're going to do that with her right now. For the lulz. That would definitely be a Trickster thing to do, wouldn't it? I think this is a meta magic. I haven't decided which one yet. I think we'll take... I'm leaning on reach here. No, we're going to take extend. I want my hastes to actually last for an entire fight. Having like a haste that lasts for 4 minutes is going to be a lot nicer. And greater invisibility as well. Screw it, we're taking reach. Yeah, I just need something that has a +1 on it. That'll let me use the Hellfire Ray with reach as well. I mean, I could do a +2 and I can put it on Snowball instead. No, we're going to take reach spell. final choice. So we got ourselves a level 7 spell to go with our Hellfire. This is a level yeah, this is a level 7 spell. I don't have any level 7 spells. This is our first level 7 spell, guys. Banishment, Caustic Eruption, Circle of Clarity, Dragonkind, Elemental Body 4, Finger of Death. Bzzzt. Nice picture. So that's 150 points of damage. Instantly delivers 150 points of damage. If their Fortitude saving throw succeeds, and instead takes 3d6 points of damage plus 1 per caster level. Nice. I mean, it's a fort to overcome, though, so because I don't have Necromancy specialization or Necromancy focus, I'm never going to hit that. Firebrand, 1 round per level. This rune does not cause damage and sheds light as if it were a torch. When the firebrand burns any creature, it marks as immune to damage from any fire spell you cast. All of the target's weapons, both natural and manufactured, inflict plus 1d6 points of fire damage. That would be great for Elemental Barrage if I was using like a party setup for Elemental Barrage. Creature bearing a firebrand can launch a beam of fire. Jesus. Nice. Whole person mass, Icy Body. That's a personal one. Immunity to cold, vulnerability to fire, damage reduction 5, exception magic. No ability score damage, blindness, critical hits, disease, drowning, electricity, poison, stunning. And all spells or attacks. Like, I don't have buffs. Like, I don't have enduring spells on her, so I don't need to look for stuff like that. Key Shout, of course. Legendary Proportions, pretty nice. Plague Storm. Realistically, my level 7 spells are going to be used by Hellfire Rays. I'm going to put Reach spell on Hellfire Ray, and I'm going to shoot things with Hellfire Rays. So stuff that removes debuffs is probably the best thing that I could do here. Greater Shadow Conjuration, neat. Legendary Proportions is cool, but it uses a dinosaur boner, so that's always a little bit sketchy. Joyful Rapture, we could take that. Free from any emotion effects. I mean, that's something. We can make somebody insane. Or just banishment, but I mean, it's a will negate, and they will negate it. Because I don't have any focus in that school. So I guess this could, I suppose, just be a Joyful Rapture, I suppose. And what we really do, or I could summon Greater Elemental. Okay. I can either summon 1d3 extraplanar Soul Eaters or 1d3 extraplanar Axiomites. Whole bunch of different things, or I could just summon a Greater Elemental. I'm going to summon a Greater Elemental, guys. What I really want at this level is the spell slots, so I can make Hellfire Ray. I can meta magic my Hellfire Ray.
Trust in yourself.
So what that's going to look like is I go to level 6, I meta magic up my Hellfire Ray with Reach spell, and I give it, you know, like a color that's not red. And I say that that's that. And now I have a level 7 Reach spell on Hellfire Ray. And then I take my Scorching Rays, and I meta magic a Scorching Ray with Reach. And I give it this, and I do that, and I write that. And now I have a level 3 Ray that I can shoot. And I can reach and maximize a Scorching Ray to make it level 6, but I already have Hellfire Rays at 6. So, not a big deal. Also, okay, we're only caster level 14, which means I need another level to get a second Hellfire Ray, I think. 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15th level, we get a second Hellfire Ray. Okay. Manago sorted.
I'll go ahead.
Level up taken care of. Onward. What else is there to do here? I need to visit Villadus's mansion with Greyboar. I need to become famous and get Nocticula's attention. Learn more about Illusioneer's leaders. and try to secure an audience with the city's rulers. And drink potions? You think I should drink potions? Drinking potions would be nice, I suppose. I need a whole bunch of potions to make this happen, but I have some, so... And I mean, I'm not Lan, so I have a lot less HP. We're gonna burn through these 9 like they're nothing. Remember back when 9 potions would actually heal us? And now, like, even 9 of the big ones don't heal us. Okay, potions burned through. So that's the Nexus. This is the Bad Luck Tavern. We've been into the Rotten Guttery. We can start climbing up on top of buildings, I suppose. I have some spell slots. Well, let's go into the Bad Luck Tavern. Oh, yeah, I need to climb this rooftop. That's what I need to do.
A trivial matter.
I can handle a 26. That's no big deal. All right, next section of the city. The place where I didn't go before. Hey, it's Soka Benoth. This is Nocticula's brother and former lover. Hello, darling. Miss me? I do apologize for not visiting you in person, but I am forced to stay hidden in this city. If you want to see me, and you do, right? Then you'll just have to find me. Why should I come find you? I have something for you. What are you hiding? Why are you hiding? So that I'm not discovered, of course. You know, I have so many admirers, and every one of them wants a piece of my beautiful, delicate body. Especially in this city. My ex lives here, and if she finds me, she'll break my heart. Along with all my other organs. By ex, of course, he means his sister. You know, demon lords and their demon lord sisters. How can I find you? You can search the loftiest heights and scour the lowest depths, but you will not find me. However, they say I look down on others. Well, what's wrong with that? Find a place where you can watch all the sinners run about on their trifling errands, and you'll find me. Okay, so we want to, like, go on top of a building then, right? Like, he's gonna be on top of a building? By the sounds of it? Is there any cool, really obvious things on top of any buildings that he might be? I don't know. We'll come across him, I'm sure we will. But it sounds to me like he's just on top of a building somewhere. That's a mighty nice looking guard. We've seen one of these guys before. We fought them and took them out. But that's nice.
I know the way.
Ooh. Ouch. All right, guys, that's enough. I get it. It won't happen again. Not my eyes. Not my eyes. Move your hand, scum, or we'll break the other one too. I said move it. Not your eyes. Fine then, your belly. Have some of this. Oh my god, is Ember gonna... Are these guys gonna become, like, good contributing members of society after Ember's done with them? What are you doing? You're hurting him. Stop! Why are you doing this to him? Yeah. Weak and silly. Compared to you, I'm a mayfly. Yeah. Listen carefully. Yeah, right. We've always dreamed of listening to what a charred piece of meat has to say. What's with all the riddles? What do you mean you've lived more than us? It's very simple. I haven't lived very long, but I have friends. Those I can protect. Those who are glad to see me. Yeah. Oh, God. Everything that Ember says, like, Ember gets a lot of story progression down here in the Abyss, and everything that Ember says is just fascinating. Poor thing. You're so hurt and scared all the time. You feel a bit better for a while when you torture others and forget about your suffering. But is that really happiness? Are you crazy or something? So we can help. You know what? We're leading good. Let's do it. I'm not just going to attack random demons in their own city. That's just wrong. Like, how would somebody in Detroit like it if I just went to Detroit and killed them all on the streets, right?
Yes.
Did that use a spell slot, Ember? Did you just use a I have potions. Screw you. I owe you nothing. I don't think Ember cares. Yeah, of course you don't. I helped you for no reason, just because I wanted to. Yeah, she is technically a witch. She's not in this playthrough, but she is a witch normally. It'd be very Detroit of me. And she preaches. I'm surprised that like a timer of like, 3 hours didn't pass by. I'm intrigued to see how it'll turn out. Oh, dude. She wants to talk to Nocticula. Yes. Yes. This is exactly what you must do, Ember. Yes, I will 100% bring you with me to Nocticula. I want to see how this is going to turn out. Hopefully I don't die. Lore Religion 38.
See? I'm indispensable.
The symbols inscribed on the wall belong to the language of the Titans, the first creations of the gods, and themselves the creators of the sinister Demodans. Okay. Neat, I suppose. There's an athletics check here. Is there like Ahsoka Benneth up here? I don't see him, although this looks like it might be promising. Or Sakothbanoth, whatever. Loot. Oh. Oh boy, hold on. There's some kind of stash here that I can put something in that's all arcane-like. I don't have an item that fits in it right now, but this is something. I guess we'll just have to find out what that is in the future. Shall we try climbing up here? It's only 32 athletics. I think I can manage that. My personal athletics is what? 35. Yeah, I can manage that.
It is finished.
.25 mobility to get down. Damn. There's a locked chest, 100%. What's the DC on this? I feel like it should be really high.
A trivial matter.
36. Ooh. This looks like the cloak that makes you immune to fire, I think. It's not. It's a librarian's cloak. This cloak grants its wearer plus 10 competence bonus on use magic device skill checks. It also increases the effective caster level by 4 when using scrolls. So that's a Nenio cloak for the base game, is what that is. It looks like these rooftops can be used to bypass the guards and get to the streets above. Okay, cool. So those guards that were in the way over here. I didn't even explore this whole area yet, but those guards that were in the way, it looks like I can just bypass them.
A trivial matter.
36 athletics, ain't no thing. This is what happens when we got at least decent skills. We don't have the most ridiculous of all the skills, but in particular, our trickery, our perception, our athletics are all very good. We have somebody with really good religion and persuasion, and we also have really good arcana. And it's mobility to get down again. Okay. Everybody just sticks all of their stuff here. So it's mobility to go back out is what it is. Like the exit is mobility. And this is a new map. It's athletics to get back up there. And that's it. That's the only place I can go. There's also some crazy misty demon barrier thing here. That's interesting. Okay, let's go.
It is finished.
Also, that's +5 to bookfinding chance. Excellent.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Do not proceed. Disable trap.
A trivial matter.
I should maybe go back and sleep so that I don't just die. Also, the guard is just like, oh, random mortals coming from the corner over there. They obviously never bypassed our guard checkpoint. Yeah, no reason to mess with them. Everything should be good. This guy, though. Mutasaphen? A mortal with mythic abilities. How fortunate that you've made your way to the Abyss. Moreover, you have come to Lucianira, which make things even more convenient for me. Yes, what a stroke of luck. You see, I need you to be my test subject. Who are you? I am Mutasaphen. I am at present Hepzimira's most trusted alchemist. I am on an urgent mission from her. Perhaps you can even guess what it is. Xanther Vang was working on something similar in your world wound. Of course, it was a mistake to entrust such work to someone who wasn't a demon. I killed his ass. He did not fully appreciate the honor he had been given. No wonder his enhanced demons couldn't protect him. But it doesn't matter. I am superior to him in all respects, and I keep better pets. Surely it's dangerous for such a valued scientist to stroll around the Lucianira ambushing enemies. Believe it or not, I am in absolutely no danger. Really? Well, I mean, you're standing in front of me, so... You going to attack me, or what? Yes, let's get started, shall we? Servants, you don't have to take this specimen alive, I just need the body. I'm actually very close to dying, I am on death's door, and if I die, it's just game over, so... If we have to reload, we have to reload. And he's got a crossbow. Apparently, minotaurs and crossbows are my mortal enemies, so... I am unbuffed as well. At least Camellia and Lort are unbuffed. Oh boy, this is gonna go fun. Arcane weapon enhancement, please. And charge. It's a start. I don't get a move action. This is a surprise round, so we're just taking a shot.
Let's try this way.
13 versus 14. That was a reasonable shot. What are these people's ACs? 18 touch with 33 spell resist. Oh, baby, baby. I think maybe you don't understand the situation you're in. I need to put my new spells on my hotbar. For now, we're going to maximize Scorching Ray. This guy's butthole. Respectable. So he's immune to sneak attacks, is he? He must be immune to sneak attacks because he's flat-footed. So that should have been sneak attacks.
Prepare yourself.
Darren. That one's engaged with her already. Get in on this one. Nice. And Lan, you need to charge. Yes. Oh god, yes. Why do you have... Okay, that's your charge range. Okay, 4 of us are going to act first here.
The spirits demand your blood.
Okay. Well, he's done. That was educational, perhaps too educational. I must take my leave. What's their flat-footed? 27 versus 33 regular. I'm actually going to study, though, because I don't know if they can be caught flat-footed. Sometimes, you know, they've got stupid things like uncanny dodge, and that doesn't help me. Nice damage, though.
Surrender or else.
Well done. And Rue, let's finish this one off, can you?
Desna, guide my hand.
That's a sneak attack.
Disappear.
So yes, you can. Absolutely you can. Those guards don't care. They're just like, you know, it's fine. Just kill our people. Echo of Discari. A monstrous shadow appears somewhere at the edge of your vision. It does not seem to be in a hurry to approach, and it keeps its distance as it begins to speak. The shadow's voice is very strange. It's constantly shifting. One moment it sounds young and melodious, and the next it rasps and rattles with age. However, despite the different intonations, the voice has a stern, ominous quality that never changes.
I heard your toy soldier crusader
Voice
had
acted.
taken over the Midnight Vein and the rift located there. But I never thought you'd have the nerve to descend into the abyss. I assumed you'd block the underground passages, put guards out by the rubble, and sit there, shaking, waiting for someone to attack you again.
I know that fiend. Champion, this is the Echo of Discari, the avatar of our arch-enemy.
He's got a mighty nice
He is
scythe.
a mighty, cunning, and vengeful opponent. He cannot see or hear me, but he will pounce if he knows I am here. He hates everything related to Iomade. Be cautious.
Why don't I just tell him that the hand is here with me then? Let him pounce. Death to all monsters. The Echo of Discari. I know who you are.
Come from the land of Iomade's servants. And Iomade's servants know me, for I have killed many of them.
What you want, fool?
It may surprise you, but nothing.
Really? We can't
You
fight?
overestimate your importance, mortal. You probably think your victories in Dresden and the Midnight Vein have dealt us a fatal blow, don't you? But my lord's hordes are endless, and there are other rifts in the wound that will serve our purpose when the hour comes. So no, I did not come here for you, mortal.
Okay, so there is one serious mistake that all of these people are making in their dealings with us. One absolutely crucial, serious mistake that should change the way they act. And unfortunately, it hasn't because they don't realize it themselves yet. They are not dealing with a mortal. So after being defeated in Canobras, Dresden, and the Midnight Vein, you no longer think those places are significant.
Look back across the history of the Crusades and remember how many times you have been defeated. A few scattered victories mean nothing.
I 100% agree, but the final victory will matter something, won't it?
I was looking for Mutasafin. I need to speak with him. I stumbled upon you by accident.
What a shame, he ran away.
I doubt Mutasafin even knows how to panic. You did not pose a real threat. He cannot be killed through conventional methods.
Oh, thank you.
He left because there was nothing else for him to do here. Also, I'm sure he was in a hurry to explain to Hepsamira why he wasted a few demons on such a stupid escapade. She will not be happy about that. Oh no, she most certainly will not.
Good. You know, he gives us some information about how to deal with this guy, which we will obviously have to deal with. Cannot be killed through conventional methods. Thank you very much. If you don't want to fight, then you can go your way and I'll go mine. Or I could just attack. Do you want to just attack him, guys? What do you think? Should we kill the Echo of Discari, or should we just let him go on his way? I am willing to deal with demons, particularly Nocticula's demons. I am down with dealing with Nocticula's demons. But this is one of Discari's dudes. He's got a mighty nice scythe. This could be a very interesting fight if we were to fight him, though. I don't know what I'm facing with him, and I have several people who aren't buffed yet. What's the worst that can happen? We reload and do the last fight over again as well? Death to all
I
monsters.
have no desire to fight you, mortal. If the Abyss doesn't finish you off quickly enough, I might hurry things along, but not yet.
He runs. Of course he runs. And he ran. The Abyss is full of hideous creatures, but you have just met one of the worst. The Echo of Descari is an old enemy of mine. He is both vile and cunning. I wish I could comprehend his dark machinations, but I do not understand why he has revealed himself to us in this way. It seems unlikely that he would come here just to gloat. Okay. That's a demon. Hi, commoner. Nice to see you here. What are these guys affected by? They're sickened for 3 seconds, and they have contagious shroud on them for 3 seconds. Okay, so it's gonna go away.
Follow my lead.
Unless, you know, it spreads. It'll either go away or it will spread, one or the other. Hey, an acid spewing tentacle rape motherfucker. Just sitting here. Also, a Lilitu that reuses Manago's model. To the flesh. Oh god, it's the flesh markets. And a portal up.
As it should be.
I feel a lot like this act is, do you remember in Fallout New Vegas, the DLC that took you to a completely different area? And you were just in like a totally different game, essentially, for the times that you were in the DLC? And I was always like, okay, this is cool and all, but can I get back to the actual game now, please? I feel like this act is a whole big chunk of that. But who knows, maybe I'll warm up to it as we get into it. We're obviously going to be in this act for like a week or two, potentially, so... It's just staring at purple buildings the whole time is kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's interesting. I kind of want to go up there. What do we think? Is that Sokothbanoth? Or Sokabeneth? No, probably not. What the hell is that, then? Well, eventually I will find out. Like I say, we're probably going to be here for a couple weeks, so...
That is not far.
I'm sure I will dimension door my ass up there eventually. The flesh market sounds like a brothel. Kind of. Brothels, slaves, everything. That's the portal up. Rue told us about it. She told us about it as part of her story back when we picked her up. So we have a little bit of knowledge about the flesh markets and what goes on there. Well, there's Sokothbanoth, and it looks like he brought our wardrobe with him here. That's fascinating. Is there a way to climb up? There is. So I don't even need to dimension door up there. I just need to remember this building. That's where he is. So how do I get up it? Is that a chest? No. I need to get to the other side of it. Knowledge World.
I think I did it.
The flesh markets are one of the largest slave markets in the Abyss. Since the opening of the World Wound, it has been flooded with captives from Golarion. And I need to get down there in order to climb up there. Can I just cheat and dimension door? That'd be cool, wouldn't it? So I need to take the portal down into the flesh markets. Let's finish looking around up here first. I don't need to rush to our demon daddy. I can explore for a bit. Apparently I do need to rush to him. There is nothing to explore. Never you mind, then. Let's take this portal down. It's very framey here, by the way, guys. Like, it is very framey. I'm kind of, I'm kind of irritated by how framey it is. Shamira the Ardent Dream. Fascinating. Venture Captain Gristoff. Sutures here. Sarzaxis Interpreter. Just tons of names. Kurz. So many people to talk to here. Shivaro. I think Shivaro is the demon that Manago can run off with. I'm not positive, though. If you want to get these sweet Asimars for the 10,000 delights, cough up 50,000. Just look at how delicious they are. These girls haven't yet been whipped. Your clients will be clamoring for them, and after they become too worn out, they'll make a magnificent stew. These two right here. Damn. I'll give you 30 if you stop topping rubbish, Diunk, or keep going, and you can steer clear of my Palace of Delights. You can pleasure yourself on your own, you fat chunk of rotten meat. Do you want to get on Shivaro's bad side? Do you really want that? Yeah, I think she runs a brothel, and Manago ends up there if you let her live. I think. And in the end credits, they run off together or something like that. Maybe we'll do that in a future playthrough. Like I say, maybe like our Azata playthrough, where we try and just, like, forgive everybody. 50,000. For these delightful innocent creatures your shabby and worn-out demonesses can't hope to compete with. That is my final offer. Stay away from the 10,000 delights. You can have your own little morsels pleasure you from now on, you greedy, horny piece of shit. Allow me to present my living wares, the finest household slaves to serve you and entertain your body and spirit. And they can satiate even the most exquisite cravings. Show me what you have for sale. Just feast your eyes on them, the most exquisite pleasure slaves, raised in comfort and luxury at your service. They are well-trained, neat, docile, and stand ready to become ideal servants for your manor. All of them are young and healthy in a perfect state of ripeness. Of course, we have to make sure that their tender flesh meets the expectations of even the most demanding gourmet. They have no inkling of what awaits them, so you need not worry about fear spoiling the meat, making it tough and bitter. Beautiful, athletic, and well-groomed young men and women of different races smile sweetly at you. Aw, poor things. Great. Pure Aasimar girls full of mouth-watering innocence. God, I love it. Like, these are the topics that we face in this game, as opposed to Kingmaker, where everything was much more watered down. We face, like, cannibalistic, horny nobles who want to murder everybody. We face literal sex slavery. They're pale and scared. Darren's interested. Would you like to buy these girls? Well, we can negotiate a deal, but I warn you now, they won't come cheap. It is the cesspit of the abyss. You know what, Camellia? Okay. Remember how I told you, because we were back in Dresden, and I told you, you have to stop murdering people in Dresden, right? Like, that was the thing I gave you. Like, I said, I'm not going to kill you, I'm not going to do anything, whatever. You can keep doing your stuff, you just can't be killing people here in Dresden. But if you want to go and run people through and eviscerate them and eat their flesh down here, I'm all for it. Just go kill some of these people, murder them, drink their blood, eat their flesh, have like all kinds of crazy I'm an insane psychopath orgasms, and I'm on board for all of those. But yeah, I think it's time for you to continue your spiritual journey. The girl's breath is shallow and quick, her cheeks flushed. Oh yes, of course that is. Her gaze jumps from one slave to another. She stares at each one for a while as if trying to get a taste of them before tossing them aside and seeking out new prey. Just don't kill the slaves, please. Kill some of the other people, the people who are free and aren't slaves. I understand what you're talking about. I understand perfectly well. Just imagine what demons could do to these poor souls. What a shame we can't save them all. I would happily save at least one. We must show restraint. Yeah. I'll buy the Aasimar slaves. I'll buy them all. I've got like, what, 700,000 bucks in the bank? 50,000 is spare change. I'm willing to sell them to you for the same price. I could do that. If we do not intervene, these women will be doomed by the celestial blood that flows in their veins. There is nothing more tantalizing for a demon than befouling, abusing, and destroying any being with ties to the upper planes. Deal. Not far from here, an Aasimar is waiting for you. Go find him. He'll provide you with shelter. Or I could just say, whisper directions to the nexus to the slaves. Find the way to my camp. Yeah. Go to my camp. Will they make it? Mercy, talk to Latverk. You did a noble thing. Of course I did. I'm very noble and magnanimous. Who is the Aasimar I would be sending them to? It's not the boy. Would that be Darren? Because he wanted to free them, but he's here with me. So that doesn't make any sense to me. In any case, we're sending them back to the camp. Should be good. Can I buy the pleasure slaves? How much are they? $25,000 gold coins for the pleasure slaves. You know, somebody that Camellia can just kill and I won't feel guilty about. I feel guilty if she kills... No, I feel guilty if she just kills any of the slaves. Camellia, kill something here in this city. Something that's free. Fine. I'll buy all the slaves in the city and be some ridiculous fool. But I am a trickster, so maybe I could, like, start a pleasure palace of my own with these people. That'd be cool. Ocean mollusks. I mean, I still haven't even spent all the money I've made down here yet. God, I just spent 75,000. I still have 776,000. I have more money than I thought I had. Do you sell anything else? Show me what you have for sale. Time for you to die, you fat sack of shit. I just spent all my money on him and now I can just kill him. Okay. Taken care of. Let's head up to our good trickster buddy. So framey, oh my god. Did you bring my wardrobe up here? Like, you actually brought my wardrobe here. You managed to find me. Clever boy. Lord Succoth Beneth. What an unexpected encounter. What did you want to tell me? So, we found some of the answers you were looking for in the Lexicon of Paradox. Makes perfect sense, really. It was written by Aurilu Vorlish herself, and she was the one who opened the World Wound in the first place. Unfortunately, the Lexicon, much like a cheap serial novel, ended on a cliffhanger. But not to worry. Ah. When you reach the part where the heartache comes, would the hero be me? I know where to find the second part. Do you know where Arilu lives? Here in this very city, in the palace of my dearest sister. I'm not welcome there. We're, no longer on speaking terms, but I'm still keeping my eye on her. She thinks her palace is well protected against scrying. Her defenses may work against others, but not me. I can easily peer into any darkest corner or crevice whenever I want. We all know that Nocticula likes to kill demon lords, and her brother here is also her former lover, and she's not too fond of him, so I'm sure she'd be happy to kill him. I can't steal the lexicon, I'm afraid. It's a bit beyond my reach. However, I can tell you exactly where it's hidden in Arilu's room. Here, look. Blows us a kiss, and a clear image appears in our mind. And the cache where the architect has hidden her secrets. Nocticula's loyal servant may be able to keep things hidden from her mistress, but not from me. If you happen to pay Nocticula a visit, don't dawdle. Just grab the papers and bring them to me. We've got quite a few good heads on the council. Once we make out our scribbles, we'll surely figure something out. You drag the closet with you. But of course, you need a way to get to the council, don't you? Oh my god. How do I get inside? She doesn't allow just anyone into her her palace. You get the idea. Especially me. Alas, the sweet girl no longer loves me. You need to pique her interest. You need to become the talk of the town so that she'll want to meet you in person. There are plenty of ways to gain reputation, but the most obvious ones are murder and seduction. You can even do both at the same time. I like the idea of murder and seduction, and I think Camellia likes the idea of murder and seduction too. Camellia, you want to Bonnie and Clyde this town up with me? I want to go to the... No, I don't want to go to the council chambers right now. May all doors open before you. Very well.
This is not possible.
We failed. 42 mobility to get down. I didn't take a crap ton of damage from it, I just took a bit, but we all got knocked prone. Except for Rue, because she has wings, so she's immune to prone. But that's interesting because I do have 34 mobility. It's just a very high mobility check. So there's a lot of named people here, and there's a lot of potential people to kill and or seduce. And I like the sound of that. Ooh. Ooh. Jaws of the Jackal just sitting out in the open. What the hell? These gauntlets grant a profane vigor effect and +2 bonus on natural armor to all living creatures summoned by the wearer of these gauntlets. If the wearer summons a Thana demon, they grant a greater profane vigor effect and +4 natural armor bonus to AC. If the wearer summons any good outsider creature, it will attack the wearer. So it's for summoning non-good things. So if you're like a necromancer, that'd be cool. Or like a demon summoner. The summoned creatures gain a +2 profane bonus on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks. And greater I mean, I'm going to take it, obviously, but I don't think we're going to use that. It's only 1,250 as well. You mean buying every slave in town won't get her attention? Yeah, maybe. That might get her attention. That's a Mandragora. That is just a generic name. Apar Burnvavagal Zark. Oh, dude, it's Hepzamira. And Shamira. How may he assist you? Hepzamira is looking to buy some slaves. The best slaves. It's for an important job. I've already bought the best slaves. Vark Taberglark. Allow me to present this fine specimen, an extraordinary, belligerent, destructive, and vicious slave. He killed 7 hunters before his capture. Shut your mouth, meatball. Your breath stinks. I don't need gladiators or bodyguards. I'm looking for a pack of strong demons. Ones who are not very bright and can obey orders. Blurg. In that case, perhaps my lady would be interested in this batch of creatures recently captured in the lower city. They are all strong and quite stupid. Hepzamira, what did you want with these puny creatures? They're small, fry, fit only to be cannon fodder for the Crusades. I would suggest they seem fine to me. Finish the preparations and then send them to the harem of the Ardent Dreams. And be quick about it. Okay, so Ardent Dreams. That's the second time we've heard about that place. We got a bit of a lead. That's somewhere we can go. If we go to the harem at the Ardent Dreams and, you know, we just, like, bang everything in sight, maybe Nocticula will be on board. Hey, Suture. Wait, is Suture a slave? I got caught. Get me out of here. I don't want to serve that horned bitch. Fucking Suture. Fucking Suture. Yeah, gross. He's a demon. Wonderful. Master Sarzaxis welcomes you to the flesh markets, visitor from another plane. He noticed right away that you were a person of means. Though he himself has no interest in doing business with you, your presence benefits the flesh markets, so Master Sarzaxis is prepared to spare you some of his time. This slave will interpret his words for you, for he loathes speaking any language except the one used in his homeland. Suture's hideous face is marked with desperation. Oh, a book? Where? Where's the book? I'm gonna have to find this book once this conversation is done. Master Sarzakis is happy to see Lady Arushale back and wishes her pleasant purchases at the flesh markets. He regrets immensely that he wasn't informed of Lady Arushale's visit in advance, otherwise he would have prepared a special lot exclusively for her. Oh, Rue, I think you have some stories to tell us about the things you got up to in the flesh markets. Master Sarzaxis remembers Lady Arushale's preferences very well, and he would be happy to satisfy the wishes of such a discerning client. Please tell Master Sarzakis that I have no interest in his slaves anymore. I won't pay for them, neither in gold nor in other ways. This is the interpreter saying this. Why is the interpreter saying this? Like, the interpreter would be saying this in a demonic language. In Abyssal. I want to buy that dretch. This dretch, like the other demons in the shipment, is set aside for Lady Hepzamira. Without a doubt, this lazy waste of flesh caught today in the lower city will never prove to be a useful worker. But he still belongs to his new mistress. She is a very influential person. Therefore, trying to deceive her would be disrespectful and dangerous. And Master Sarzaxis would never commit such a foolish act. He resents your suggestion that he is capable of doing anything of the kind. Master Sarzaxis is insulted and outraged. Table behind me, good to know. There are not many voices that can surpass the greed of demons, but pride is one of them. Imagine what tremendous power it has when the two are combined. As disgusting as it may be for me to give this advice, listen to me. If this scoundrel feels insulted, offer him gold. Not as part of the deal, but rather as compensation for the insult and as recognition of his high status. Sure. And greed appears in his eyes. He finds my idea very reasonable. He kindly agrees to accept the sum of 30,000 gold. Is that all? And he will not demand my hand or eye in recompense. Yeah, don't keep the dretch in stock. Good idea. Why am I doing this? I'm not even going for the secret ending. Why do I give a shit about what happens to Suture? Alright. And he's just gonna, like, nope the fuck out, right? How are you captured? Searching for something, never you mind what. Great. He already said he's not gonna ask. He's not gonna tell me. Okay, fine. It's always, you know, secret this, secret that with Suture. Always some sort of MacGuffin he's looking for. Book on the table behind me. Loot. On the nature of divinity, of the divine. I have like 6 copies of this book or something, but I mean, I'm down for another copy. Books are books. This is Bookfinder after all. Bookfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. There's lots of various people here with names that are definitely going to be worth talking to. Hey, another hide of a magical creature. That's good to have. I think I need one more of those for... Is it a cloak? Or whatever it is. The scrap-covered leather. So we can make our way back to the Nexus if we wanted to, but I don't have any way of getting back up here easily. And I think I've been everywhere in the flesh markets, have I? Or is there more? No, there's a lot more. Seeing the doors move is just annoying as hell. Holy crap. Knowledge Arcana, 32.
I did it! It happens sometimes.
The islands floating in the air are not the byproduct of some crazy magic. If the energies of chaos that endow them with their bizarre properties, and they're not even the most amazing thing that can be found in the abyss. Lovely. Okay, so there's lots of people we can talk to here. That's a portal up to something. That's to the lower city. The 10,000 Delights, though. Do we want to go to the 10,000 Delights? We gotta take the portal up that was over here to get there, right? There is something over in this neighborhood. Harem of the Ardent Dreams. Okay, so that's the other place I needed to go to. And it looks like I probably have to come up this way and come down and around to that, most likely. Ugh, so many things to do and look at here. Holy crap. I think what we're going to do, though, since I'm on death's door, I'm going to take a quick trip back to the Nexus. It would be nice for my main character not to die, you know? That's just a relatively good thing in general, I think. And once we get back here and outside of the crowd, reminds me a lot of the Dresden Siege. You know how it was really noisy in the background? Alutionir is just a really noisy city. Okay,
Follow my lead.
so now that we're back here, I think what we're going to do is save it here, and I'm probably going to call it quits for the evening. This has been a 3.5-hour stream. We start late on Fridays, but I also don't want to run too ridiculously late. We are in Act 4. We've started exploring Alutionir. We've gotten some quests in. We've taken out Manago, of all things. That was nice. It's good to be done with Manago for this playthrough, right? And we'll continue next time. And we'll continue hammering out some of these weird explorations and getting Noctiquila's attention. And who knows? Maybe we'll seduce her on behalf of her brother and former lover. Or maybe we'll just let Ember, like, redeem her and save her and set her up for godhood or something like that. I don't know. In any case, thank you for tuning in. I have been Liz. This has been Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. I'm happy Ember now has her full magic penetration roll of 40 plus 40 now. That's very nice. Oh, yeah, the big skull. And, like, the big rib cages and stuff all the way up the mountain as well. Big-ass demon thing died here, apparently. In any case, as I say, thank you for tuning in. I have been Liz. This has been Wrath of the Righteous. I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.